million dollars, all these shining rich. I be drip, smoking with you, got the trick, sipping on Henny and up the bitch. Just wanna be just get the bitch, turn on the end up. Bitch, open out the hogs, got the bitch, like turn up.
Now don't get lost on your way down the rabbit hole. I was fucked up living my life, still don't know where to go. I might die once, fuck it, I might die twice. I'ma get it right, bitch, I'ma get it right. They ain't stupid, they still go dumb, that's why I don't do this shit for fun. I'ma put it on my life, but don't you mistake me for that one. So how do I prove it now? The fuck you mean it ain't raw? A rogue nation style, that's how it go, but nothing at all. I'm ripping up, flipping the script. There's something way more than I promise you did. I'll never be coming to grips. Reality flips, I'm identity. I'm back alive and I'm tripping. Continue my mission, so say it's a given. The only way I'm gonna finish. A zombie is walking, I'm minding my business. Down the rabbit hole we go. Down the rabbit hole we go. Down the rabbit hole we go. Now don't get lost on your way down the rabbit hole. I was fucked up living my life, still don't know where to go. I might die once, fuck it, I might die twice. I'ma get it right, bitch, I'ma get it right. Keep my tinfoil hat on, in case they come for me. Cause I'm still falling down the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole we go, ay, ay. Down the rabbit hole we go, ay, ay, ay.
Well, whoop, motherfucking whoop. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of Ghosting It Up with the Underground Pulse podcast. How the fuck are you doing today, NGS? How are you doing today, Lee?
Doing well, sir. Whoop, whoop.
Doing all right. Yourself?
I'm doing good. I think I'm just realizing this is the first podcast I've done without a hat. So I'm letting the luscious locks flow like NGS usually does. So
No cap, man. No fucking cap.
For those of you who are noticing, today we will be missing Cash and Pokey. Sending our love to those guys. Give me a whoop whoop in the chat for Cash. Give me a whoop whoop in the chat for Pokey. Miss you guys on here.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So today, fellas, we're talking scary stories, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are. So I don't know. I was seeing in the chat and I think we did a scary story stream not that long ago. So some of this is probably going to be a rehash of some of that, but a lot of you guys I know probably haven't. Yeah, for real, no cap. A lot of you guys probably haven't heard some of my experiences, and thus I have not heard yours as well. So we're gonna start it off with the segment right in the bat, getting right to the motherfucking point. Let me see if I can't bring it up. I should have named these. All right, we're gonna start with our scariest experiences. So this could be anything from human contact to ghostly contact. What is your scariest experience in your life that you've ever had? Try to keep it ghostly though. Lee, Lee, I'll let you think. You're more of a thinker and stuff like that.
I got one.
Oh, you got one. All
yeah,
right,
it's pretty easy. When I was younger, I lived in this house in Spencer. I would say I was probably 8 or 9, and we lived in this haunted house or whatever, haunted. But I was taking a bath when I was around, like I said, 8 or 9, and I was held underwater until literally it felt like my last breath, and then it let me go and I was able to get above water. But that was
fuck it was it all?
It was just something had a hold of me and was holding me down underwater.
Unconnect and reconnect your headphones. You're getting a little choppy over there, brother. Hey, I found some dollars. Look at me, I'm rich.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think it's a little better. Mr. NGS. What about you, Skid?
Yeah. I don't know how to explain this one. And I don't know if I want to call it scariest, but definitely it was some kind of paranormal uh, shit that kind of happened to me once.
A
And
little something.
figure, yeah, it's a little something, something, because it affected me at the time. That's for fucking sure. So one time I'm like 15, 16, something like that, and I'm in my bedroom and I'm just playing games. I'm just chilling, and I was like playing Final Fantasy or something, and my eyes started getting really dry, and I wasn't getting tired, but they were just kind of like just itching a little bit. You know how that is when you're playing and watching TV too much. And I'm sitting there, and then I blinked, and in the second between me sitting down and I'm staring at my TV in my bedroom and all that, I blink, I come back, and I'm not seeing my bedroom anymore. Instead, I'm seeing like a cityscape around me. And something in my head, something in my head tells me that like it's like the rapture or some shit. And I'm not a religious person. I didn't go to church as a kid or anything like that, but something told me it was like happening. And I started seeing all these people going up into the sky and shit. And I wasn't. And a bunch of other people weren't either. And then I see the ground fucking crack open in front of me. And there's literally like a red devil in like a purple cloak. And he like looks up at me and he's like, "How's it going? Good to see you. We've been waiting for your ass." And then I blinked, and then I was sitting in my room again. I didn't fall asleep. I know I didn't fucking fall asleep. I literally like blinked and then saw this shit and then blinked again and I came back. And I've never been able to fucking experience it. I don't know if like there was a gas leak or like this was before I did any drugs too. So this wasn't no shit like that. This was some shit that popped off. And like I said, I like, and believe me, I know like, you know, I know the story of like the rapture, but like, you know, just through like pop culture and shit, honestly, like I never was brought up religious or anything. So it was never like a fear of mine or something, but that's definitely some shit that, was in my head, and I blinked and saw it and then blinked and came back. So I'm like, fuck, great. The devil's happy to see me.
Well, maybe you saw the end times, brother.
Yeah, man. Fucking A.
Me, okay, Gunner B now. Excuse me. What do you think that was? Actually, I'm gonna take the spotlight off me quick, so I can hit my bong.
I mean, I really don't know, man. Like, I the easiest thing would be to like maybe I did just fall asleep, but it was such like a shocking thing to me in that moment that I never forgot that detail, that I just like blinked and was gone and then came back. So like, I don't know. I'm not the type of person that loses time or anything. Like I've never drank, so I've never blacked out. I'm not like a person who's like, yeah, I was here and then I woke up over here. Like, fortunately, like I know people that have been through shit like that. That's never been me. I've never like lost time or lost anything like that. So, by the way, how's my mic right now? Because I was recording earlier this week and it was going all over the place.
Sounding good, brother.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So I'd have to say, man, I got too many fucking scary experiences. How's my mic sounding? Good?
Yeah.
Man, I got too many fucking scary experiences to honestly even think of. Well, for starters, where I'm recording right now, there was somebody stabbed to death. Believe his name was Jake. He was stabbed in 1981 by one of his employees. It was said that they were having an affair and a relationship, and he came up one day, and I'm pretty sure he punched through the glass window, because all the windows to my door, they're all glass except for one. They're like squares, and it's like one of them was removed and is like replaced with plastic. And like this floor is scrubbed so hard. How they found this man dead was they came into work the next day. Well, people came into work the next day, like his management and shit, and noticed he wasn't in there. And there was water leaking from the ceiling. he owned a waterbed. So when he was stabbed to death and died there, his blood seeped through the water in the waterbed through downstairs, so people were seeing it seep through the ceiling, bro. Like they literally had to like scrub the like there's blood seeped in this floor. Like there's no doubt about it. Like, and you could tell like he maybe tried to get away or like, yeah, shit's all fucked in this place.
That's the exact recipe for a haunting, my friend.
Oh, bro, there's been 2 other suicides here too. Like this town is cursed. This town is fucked. There's murder. There's such a dark history to New Ulm, and that's not even like my scary experiences. This is just like the kickoff of where the fuck I live. You know what I mean? Like I go downstairs in the basement to like turn on my heaters in the winter, and that's the only time I fucking go down there because of how much bad fucking vibes. Like there are people buried on the fucking main road out here because the Native American uprising where it was like it started like right down the road from here. And yeah, no, they massacred like one of the highest massacre amounts of natives ever. I think it was other than Wounded Knee. It was the largest mass hanging of Native Americans in history, and it was 20 miles away from where I live. But it started here, and the first tribe that they killed here, they took their bodies and buried them on Main Street because they had nowhere to bury fucking 50 bodies. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, where are we gonna find somewhere? Shiver me timbers, what up, Bundy? Where are we gonna find somebody or some place that we can excavate fast, like put here and like it will never be disturbed? Well, we got a fucking big dirt road right here. We could just fucking dig up all the dirt here and put all the bodies here. Why not? And they fucking did. So right all the way down this road is like a Native American burial ground, but it's been like super like blessed, and like a lot of like native, like the tribes have came here and like done like rituals. I don't want to call them rituals, but done different Native American ceremonies and stuff like that to cleanse the spirits and stuff. But if you're really quiet, which I never have this place really quiet, because if I do, I'm always hearing somebody like whisper in my ear or walk around or something. And Lee's been here, and like it's just a weird vibe. And if you're quiet, dude, if you're quiet on like on the cold nights, dude, like when it's like snowy and like super eerie outside, like, you know, you look outside the window, because if I were to show you guys right outside my window, it's just like old buildings, like old town buildings, like from like the early 1900s, 1800s type shit. And if you just, man, I'm getting chills because I'm looking at this building right now right across the street. If you just sit there and fucking listen, dude, you can hear the fucking war drums. And I put that on everything I love. People are like, that's racist as fuck. It's like, dude, it's literally what I fucking hear, and I wouldn't say it unless if I absolutely heard that. You know what I mean? So yeah. So, but yeah, you missed it, Bundy. 3 people have died in my home, but that's my scariest experience. I'd have to say I used to manage a hotel and live at the hotel. Shout out to anybody who's lived where they work. I'm doing it right now, and it fucking sucks. But I used to live at a hotel where I managed at. And thank you, Rod. What up? What up? Oh yeah, there's a rich history to this town. I managed a hotel. It was a bigger hotel, but I'm the type of dude where it's like, if you're paying me on the job, I'm gonna stay on the job, and I'm gonna be there consistently, and I'm gonna make sure my job is the best for everybody there involved. It was one night I was doing my rounds, and I walk out of the office, and I see like a shed, like because it's connected to a bar, by the way. So if I'm seeing something weird, 90% of the time it was just a drunk dude who needed to get to his room or some shit. And I saw like I turned the corner and I see something go whoosh, like right across the hallway, and I'm like, okay, something's going on here. Drunk guys fucking around, blah blah blah. I go and it's like every corner I'm turning, this thing is going whoosh, 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 like I'm playing a game of like chase with whatever the fuck this is, and I'm like knowing in like my gut that this is something like not normal, but like with my brain, I'm thinking, yo, this is somebody who's doing something crazy or whatever. I couldn't explain it, and I get back to the office, and I just, well, I get back around to the office, and I just sit there for a second, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I chasing here? And I literally I turn and look down this super fucking long hallway. I'm getting fucking chills talking about all this shit again. I turn and look down this super long hallway, and I see something go from one side to the other, like this wasn't like no time like where I just turn and catch something going. Like I see it go from one to the other. I'm like, fuck this. I go and I start like chasing after it. I'm like running past the pool room. There's nothing in the pool room. That's like super scary. And then I turn the corner, and I see it like there's like an outside patio smoking area, and I see whatever it is go whoosh, like past the door window. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to fucking catch whoever this is, because either A, they're going to like run outside into the bushes, or B, I'm going to catch them in the parking lot. I go outside, and God, I fucking hate this. I literally, I see this figure of something, because like I turn the corner, I open the door, and I turn the corner, and I see this figure like grab around like the corner and like peek its head out at me. I could see like two eyes, like its face kind of like it kind of had hair. And I just like I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I thought it was a homeless bum. Like I thought it was a homeless bum being creepy as fuck, dude. I was like, what is this fucking crackhead doing? So I grab my knife, I grab my lighter in my other hand, and I go and I run. And what do you think happens at the end of a ghost story? You fucking turn the corner and there's nothing fucking there. I don't know if that is my scariest story, but that is one of the most. I saw somebody peek around the corner at me. There was no doubt about that shit. Something looked in my soul, man. Something looked in my motherfucking soul, bro.
That's fucking nuts. You got my heart beating a little bit while you were telling that story. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I've had some of my ghost experiences are I just like there's nothing like it. There's nothing like having your heart racing when you know there's something supernatural on the other side. That either A is going to be explained and you can debunk the fuck out of it, or B, you'll just fucking never know. Like I used to do stupid shit when I was younger, like fucking breaking Ouija boards. I did a burnout on a Ouija board one time, like on my bike. Phew, fucking broke it, tossed it in the fucking ditch. And the next day, me and my friends came back from school, and there was the fucking Ouija board sitting on my deck. It was probably one of my buddies doing a damn good trick. But holy fuck, it was, dude, we, like, everybody was freaked out. Like, yo, what did we burned it. We straight up fucking burned it.
Yeah, I would too.
What up, Big Man? Great. What up, Big Nasty? So what do you got for me, NGS? You got anything else?
Yeah, maybe think of a few things. That's for sure. A couple that were just like, one of them, something that I saw once.
Forgive me, I gotta go find the letter. Continue though.
You got a what? Oh,
I gotta go find the lighter. Continue though.
Got you. So this one time, and this definitely, I chalked this one up to drugs, because this is definitely when I was on drugs, and the bad ones. I remember I was in my room one time, going hard, and something caught my eye, the corner of the room, and I look up, and some shadowy black figure was like scrabbling its way across the ceiling, and I did like a whole 360 and looked around the room and kind of like followed it as it crawled around my ceiling. I know people talk about like seeing shadow people and shit when they're on drugs, but that was he wasn't just standing there. This thing was fucking climbing all over my ceiling, and it scared the shit out of me. I was like, fuck that, man. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like I said, I definitely chalked that one up to drugs, but you could also say maybe the drugs unlock some shit that you see through the veil. That's the fun way to look at it. And it also made me, your story made me think, because I used to work at a hotel, but the scariest thing I ever saw was this giant fake dildo that was in one of the trash cans once. It was like this thick and very, very long, a big novelty wiener. That was a big surprise, but I ain't never seen no ghosts, and I was reading The Shining when I started working there.
No, man, I swear to God, some wild shit was like living at that hotel.
I believe it, man. A hotel would be the place.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. I'm sure there was murders and suicides and shit there. It's been around for a long time. Lee, do you got anything else?
Scary? No. I've had like those normal encounters with like seeing shit, but nothing really scary that I can think of.
Wow, riveting stuff, Lee.
Yeah.
You're just wow, man. Fuck. I can tell why you got the golden microphone award in your heyday, man. You're just brimming with content.
Oh yeah.
You got any more ghost stuff? Nah. That's
not that
Lee,
scary.
everybody.
Not that scary, no.
Yeah.
I remember one time. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Lee said you something. You said something along the lines of something. You said something along the lines of scary.
Oh, I said no. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead, NGS. Lee's fucking killing it with content right now.
Yeah.
The only I remember this one time, it wasn't necessarily like a ghost, and it was probably just like a fucking meteor I saw passing or something. But one time I was hopping out of somebody's car and I saw some shit flying through the sky. It looked like a goddamn Green Lantern. It was like a big, bright, green, glowing, very fast moving thing with like a halo of green around it too. So it definitely wasn't like a plane or something. And yeah, it was probably just a meteor or something really cool flying through the sky. But at the time, and I was a teenager, so I was like, fuck everybody. I just saw a UFO. And no, it was probably just some shit. I've got a couple other stories of like scary things that happened to me, but they weren't necessarily supernatural.
Oh, bro, I am brimming to the fucking core with motherfucking ghost stories, dog.
Hell yeah.
Necky's saying it, man. I didn't close it before I burned it, man. I wasn't saying goodbye to like none of that fucking Ouija board shit. Like we're talking like when I was like in my mom's stomach, she always used to tell me this story that I don't know how full of shit she was, but love you, Mom. She would tell me like when she was younger, pregnant with me, they did like a Ouija board game or whatever, and they were like, "What do you want?" And my mom's sitting there like cross-legged on the floor or on her knees or whatever, and the thing turns around and like points like at her stomach type shit. It's like pointing at me, and like that's like one of my first ghost stories I remember my mom telling me. I don't know if she's full of shit, but we went to a fucking one of my it was my stepdad's place in the basement when I was like younger. I was probably like 9 or 10, and we played Ouija board down there, and it was fucking with me, like straight up, just like pointing at me, fucking with me, only working with me with the questions that I wanted to, and like the rocking chair was rocking back and forth, and like from a young age, I'm probably gonna sound insane saying this shit, but from a young age, I can remember seeing like people that weren't there, and my grandma and my mom being like, oh, it's just like your imaginary friend and blah blah blah, and I'd be like, no, Red is real. I had a name for him. His name was Red. My buddy gave me Red. So I was like fucking 12, maybe 11, like past the age where you have like your imaginary friends or whatever. But I would like have full blown conversations with this dude who I perceived as Red, and how I believed he was an actual being was one night me and my friend, we were sitting there and he was like, you want to see some ghost shit? I was like, fuck yeah, I want to see some ghost shit. Like I'm fucking a little kid, right? He's like, watch this. So he had like a little window bay in his room, and we're laying down, and he's like, watch this. He turns on his fucking I want to swear the person under his name here talking trash. I don't think it is him, Silver. Well, we'll talk about that in another time though. So he had a window bay, and he closed his curtains and like turned on this lamp light, and I saw the outline of a person, right? And maybe I'm just a little kid seeing shit, but anytime we asked it a question, we were fucking with the lava lamp, and we were like, yo, if you can hear us make the lava lamp do 2 bloops or whatever. And every time we asked a question, we got to know it, and like it was like literally working the lava lamp like straight line when we asked for a straight line, or 3 bloops if we wanted 3 bloops. And like there was one time we were like, fuck it, if you're really here, give us like a fucking 8 bloops, a line. It was something difficult, and it happened. And my buddy was like, yo, if you want them, I'll give them to you. And I was just like, sure. And then I remember the last time I seen him, I had this like, because I used to like play with my imaginary friend or whatever the fuck it was, and I put him in a drawer, and I never opened it, and we moved.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That was the last I ever seen of Red. What I'll know, probably fucking wake up tonight or some shit like that and be like, I'm back, bitch. I'll be like, ah, shit. Let's see. Mars, I worked at a Coffee Bean when I was 19, and there was this old guy I talked to for like 15 minutes because it was slow, giving me life advice in his time in World War II, etc. Later on, a supervisor asked if I was okay because I was talking to myself. I asked, you didn't see that old dude I was talking to? And she said no. She brought up the security camera. Damn. That's wild. That is wild, son. Well, I mean, shit, bro. We could hold on. Let me go ahead and post this link to the Discord for TSN quick. Do you like the scary music in the background? I got the scary ambiance going.
I certainly do.
It's a little spooky in here today, isn't it?
Much love, Cash.
Manifesting a ghost experience for NGS. Hey, man, maybe I can send you some of my shit that fucking follows me everywhere.
I definitely read up a few things about Madison and the surrounding areas.
Oh, your place is haunted as fuck, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
There's a lot of ghost exhibits in Madison.
Apparently there is a ghost walk in town that would kind of actually be.
Thank you, Judgmental.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was saying what's up to Judgmental.
Oh, what up? What up? Judgmental audio guy. Hell yeah! Glad it's sounding good, buddy. Apparently, Madison used to have a Confederate POW camp during World War, during the Civil War, and that's when the Confederates were around. And apparently, the conditions were so terrible that a bunch of them were dying.
Oh,
and
shit.
People, as far as like COVID times, even were saying they've seen Confederate soldiers, ghostly Confederates, ghost rebels walking around fucking the campus, which is fucking crazy. But that is part of the history because we had that camp. There's this bar that was down the road from where I used to grow up. Where I grew up rather. And it was called the Wonder Bar, which apparently was a mob run bar, you know, back in the day, and they definitely had some people get whacked there, iced as it were, and apparently they had like tunnels underneath that led to like the lake and stuff, because it could have been around the time of like prohibition, maybe. I would guess. I probably should have done a little more research there, but these are stories I grew up hearing about this place, because I remember them saying that there's like a fireplace in there or something, and there's supposedly a body buried in the wall or something like that. But yeah, there's crazy shit like that. There's this lost city that was supposed to be built in the Arboretum down here. It's not necessarily a ghost thing, but it was like they tried building a housing development and then it sunk into the swamp and you can kind of see it. So it's a ghost town kind of. I've never actually seen it, and I've been to the Arboretum a shit ton of times, so I probably should go look at it because I just love hanging out there anyway. And then I'll say that the craziest thing that I found out when I was researching some spooky stuff around here. Now, I'll say quick, you know, Wisconsin, my neck of the woods. Of course, Jeffrey Dahmer was in Milwaukee. We know Ed Gein in Plainfield. But there's also those are two of the big creepier things that happened around here. One of our paranormal monsters around here is called the Beast of Bray Road.
Okay.
And this fucked me up when I found out this detail.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, the scary noise.
I happened to film a music video at this place called St. Coletta's.
Fear Food, go check it out now, available on all platforms.
Go watch the Fear Food one. Apparently, that place was the first sighting of the Beast of Bray Road. Way back in the day. They say it's this werewolf-like creature, 6 to 7 feet tall, walks on its hind legs, wolfen in quality, and it has glowing red-orange eyes. Yeah, St. Coletta's, where I shot that music video, was apparently the first place that it was sighted. Another thing about that place that I learned, JFK's sister, Rosie Kennedy, was placed at that place and was lobotomized there and lived her entire life there, kind of tucked away at St. Coletta's. That's fucking, yeah. They when she was 21, apparently she wasn't as like successful and caught up as the other Kennedys. So back then in like the 40s or whatever, they're like, well, let's put her in this institution and scramble her brains up, and then she'll be better, because that's how they fucking did shit to people back then. And she was one of the first 100 people to get a lobotomy, and she lived her I think she was in New York for a minute, and then St. Coletta's, she was there for like the rest of her life. One of the JFK's sister, it's one of the Kennedy secrets is that they tucked her away there. Man. But maybe she was one of the people that saw the Beast of Bray Road.
Well, I think this is a good time to kind of go into my next segment I got here. I'm going to have to do some, forgive me, I'm going to have to do some on-the-fly production shit here.
You got it. Fly away.
Oh, dude, yeah. I miss you, Cash. All right, yeah, this can go into
Cash.
Goat Man, like from Seinfeld. Or no, wait, Seinfeld, SNL. That's what I meant.
All right, this is Gunner B's Clarinda Academy ghost stories. So for those of you who don't know, I was in a place called Clarinda Academy, which is kind of like was kind of like a boot camp per se, with a level system for It wasn't a boot camp. Like, I don't know. You guys probably have something like that in your area. It's a place for kids to go to reform and restructure their thought patterns. And there's like level systems so you can graduate from the program and shit like that. So, first off, we'll talk about that place being shut down recently for staffs. And ex-staff are at home for at-risk kids. Say she's haunted by things she saw there, and the memory of failing to help one. Kids were straight up murdered there. It was fucked up. I witnessed staff members straight up harming children, picking on kids. You know, it was impossible for me to get anywhere because I didn't stand up for myself. And yeah, but we'll bring up the haunted tunnels of Clarinda Academy. So for those of you who don't know what Clarinda Academy is, Clarinda Academy used to be kind of like what you're talking about in Madison, Wisconsin, like the lobotomy place or whatever. It was like the place in like Southwest or in the Iowa, Missouri, Minnesota, Nebraska area for like the top of the line criminally, clinically insane, like axe murderers. Like, you know what I mean? People who would fucking like murder you if they get the chance. And it's not because they're fucking, they lust for murder. It's just, they're fucking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? And this was before modern medicine and shit like that. So even some people who weren't along those lines were like trapped there.
Yeah,
You know?
asylums, as they called them back in the day, those institutions were just, they didn't know what to do with people, and they didn't fucking help them at all back then.
And it shows because when I went there, shit was so fucked up. Like they had us cleaning out tunnels with people like where people were like stored. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so think of the biggest. What is it? The biggest. Trying to think. Why am I losing my train of thought? Let's think of the biggest old college in your area. You know what I mean? Something old, something like really old timey and shit, you know, but kept up, you know, sort of still in use. Different buildings and whatnot. Everybody has something in their town or in their area where there's a big building or vicinity and it has underground tunnels. Every single place in one of your town has tunnels. I hate to inform you. You probably just, if you don't know, you just probably don't know where the fuck they're at. 90% of the time they're in your city hall. Or they,
that's Madison, since it's a college town, there's these little entrances to all these steam tunnels that run between all of like the dormitories and buildings. Yeah. And there was this dude named Tunnel Bob who lives in the tunnels. And you know, growing up, it was like, oh, there's this guy who lives in the tunnels. Oh, isn't that weird? You get older and you find out he's like a public masturbator and he's just a creep. But yeah, there's tunnels running all over the place under the city. And sometimes I see the grates popped open and people are working on them. And I'm like, damn, you look down, you could climb right down that bitch and just go running around in the tunnels, get all burned and fucked up.
Well, here, so
I was at the other end of those tunnels. There at Clarinda.
The prison?
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, the tunnels led to the old prison and then the new prison too. So yeah. It's all connected. Like everything is connected underneath. And they used to. So you went out and cleaned some of those tunnels too, then, right?
Yeah, I was over at the lodge, so I lived there for a while. So every day we would have to walk that tunnel just to go to lunch or supper, breakfast, whatever it was.
There was multiple different tunnels. The lot you'd walk the lodging tunnel. We would walk the Garfield tunnel. We called it Garfield. It was the main tunnel sets. it would lead from one place to the next, to the other, to the cafeteria. And they had us cleaning out the Garfield tunnels one day, and I couldn't believe it. I went in there, and I was like, there was still like chain links on the wall, like little ass chain links and shit, like put to them, and like people were like carving how many days they'd been in that fucking place or however long. And I went and got a staff member. I was like, yo, is this stuff supposed to be here? And he was like, yeah. I was like, why? They were like, the county and the city has never fucking cleaned it. They've never, we can't do it. We can't have you guys do it. That's a fucking health hazard. I'm like, it's a fucking health hazard me being down here. They're like, oh, what the fuck? What can you fucking do about it? There's not too much you can do when it comes to that kind of situation. So, anyway, so let me bring you up to speed on what Clarendon Academy kind of looks like and is structured. So you have your main building that's lodged like an L, and then you have your dormitories stacked on top of each other. On the first one, there's like 3 or 4, and then on the other side, there's 2 dormitories stacked on top of each other. And then there's the other building with the girls' shelter, the boys' shelter. So that's a completely different building, but sort of. But everything's connected by a smaller like building walkthrough, I guess, that you can kind of get to each one. But it's easier to get to the other buildings through the tunnels. And if it's like blizzarding outside or anything like that, you can get to these places easily through the fucking tunnels. So I'll go ahead and share this. Oh, why did I fucking... There we go. Clarendon Academy Haunted Tunnels. All right. I don't know. Is there more to this? There should be more to this, right? There's no more to that. Why? Damn, it's all gone. All the shit about Clarendon. Here
They
we go.
scrubbed it.
No, there's something here. I found something. Hold on. I just got to scroll all the way down to see.
What up, Todd?
There are a lot of tunnels under the town and the academy. They used the tunnels a long time ago from the mentally ill. They starved them down there for years. It is said to have 5 boys disappeared when walking through the tunnels. I heard that story when I was there, and people were calling it bullshit. But the older I get, the more I fucking believe it. And the town just covered it up. It's kind of, I mean, you can kind of look into it a little bit. I wonder, Clarendon Academy, 5 boys disappear. Yeah, this is just a bunch of... You'll never fucking find anything on this, dude. It'll just be like, kids escaped from Clarendon Academy in 2015, 2020. Oh,
And you said
fuck.
they closed this place recently, right?
Yeah, like within the past 2 years.
It still boggles my mind though that like for years places like this will go on operating the way that they do and nothing happens. Like
Because they're not listening to the kids.
it's so
I will flat out tell you, they do not listen to the children there. I was one of the children who was not necessarily getting physically abused, but I was getting mentally abused every single day. I would wake the fuck up and be absolutely terrified of what I had to do. Like it was a scared straight shit. You know what I mean? And some kids need that, but you know, a lot of the kids there, like my homie Lucas, I don't know if he'll tune into this. He threw a pencil at a teacher and went there. Like, bruh, like seriously? I mean, there was probably little attitude problems that led up to that, but really a fucking pencil, man. Fucking get real, bro. What up, Farquad? Anyway, local legend. Here we go. Iowa PBS. Local legends around Iowa's haunted locations. All right. Can we find it? Villisca. We'll eventually hit that. Clarinda Treatment Complex. So I'm assuming they're still doing stuff for like the. When I was there, like we would go to another side of the building and take care of like mentally ill, like older people. They were like 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. And like we would get paid like 25 cents an hour to do it. But still, yeah, it's probably still some kind of complex. Clarinda Treatment Complex was built in Clarinda, Iowa in 1884. I remember seeing that 1884 thing there all the time. It was the third mental hospital in Iowa, built to house alcoholics, geriatrics, drug addicts, mentally ill, and the criminally insane. In 2015, the hospital was shut down and all services were terminated. Now houses the Clarinda Academy. Weird, because the academy opened in 91. Some former employees and residents have reported haunting the Clarinda complex, which is not surprising. About a quarter mile from the main building is the CTC cemetery. Yeah, we went there. That shit was fucking nuts. I didn't see anything there, but I'll tell you guys some of my Clarinda stories. With markers for each of the people that passed away while residents of the complex. At least 1,200 people are buried there. That is true. People have reported hearing footsteps and feeling like they were being watched. The place is a fucking vortex, bro. And I lived there for 14 months. Like I cannot explain. Like we'll get into it. Let's see if we can't find anything else on Clarinda. I wrote something about it somewhere. Yeah. It's nowhere. Maybe I can find one last thing. I'm gonna take one last shot in the dark here, homies, because I know there's a forum that I was on in like 2007.
I was trying to see if the place I shot that video at had any hauntings or ghost stuff, but it just kept bringing me back to that Beast of Bray Road. So we've got a werewolf at least out there.
Damn. Dude, that just gave me fucking a flashback seeing that building. Like, it's literally giving me fucking absolute, like, dark chills, bro. Like, yo, what the fuck? They didn't change that thing a fucking bit, bro. That looks exactly the fucking same when I was there, man. Okay, we're gonna read this. Exploring the Clarinda Treatment Complex. Christy and I have left. Okay, we first visited in 2012. The huge rambling building had only about 50 or so geriatric patients still living there, along with the school for delinquent youth called Clarinda Academy. So that made me okay. One of my own ancestors lived in such institutions in Athens, Ohio during the final years, which I wrote about in 2014. That made me curious at such places that are usually off limits to the public. In 2012, the CTC had a museum devoted to its past that could be toured if you contacted them. Yo, I kind of want to go. So that's what we did. I didn't take many photos, but the ones I did take have been lost. Yeah, the former solitary cells for what I took to be possibly violent patients no longer used, thankfully. Yeah, They kept recycling until collection day. They were dark and scary, and we got out of there as soon as possible. Bitch, you don't even fucking know. Bitch, you don't even know. What? I'm trying to fucking find some like history on this place. We drove to the main building according to a 2017 article. Substance Abuse Treatment Center Zion Recovery is using part of the buildings. They're still using it? The basement kitchens are being used by the nearby prison. Also on campus is the Clinton Academy. Yep. Yeah, the building designs follow several other mental institutions built in the Victorian era, originally thought up by Dr. Thomas Story Kirkbride, a style now known as the Kirkbride Plan. He envisioned an asylum with a central administration building flanked by 2 wings comprised of tier wards. So if you guys can kind of like, I don't know, this picture was actually pretty decent right here. That's the main building right there, but we were off to the side here, and then off to the back area was the other housing and shit like that. So I'm
Can
pretty.
you click that, make it bigger?
Yo,
Holy
bro,
shit.
guys, you're gonna have to give me a second because I am. I'm getting like really like bad like flashbacks of the shit, dog. Like seeing that this area like over here. Can you guys see my pointer?
Yeah.
Like seeing this area over here. Man, I wish I could go over there. I can. Oh shit. Wait. Was that where I was? I think this is where I was. Right off to the right here, if I remember correctly. But I remember coming off to the backside, off to the left a lot. So I'm thinking more, but I don't remember this little little perch right here. This little. Anyway. Back on to the bullshit.
I mean, to be fair, that is a photo from 1908, but it's crazy that it's still
fucking the same. That's just
wild.
the same, brother. Linear plan followed segregation of residents according to sex and symptoms of illness. Many asylums had while many asylums had bad reputation, Corona was better than most in treating its patients humanly. Brother, I need to do so much deep diving on this shit. I would fuck your brain up, man. I need to look into like records and shit, bro, because holy fuck, man, this place is fucking evil, and they act like it's good. Ooh, because guess what? Guess why they call them good? Because epileptics, postpartum mothers, and disobedient teens all were candidates for residency. Fucking gross. This is pissing me off. Yeah, look at that gravesite though, bro. Each person who died there has a little marking, and that's I think it's oh shit. It said it was something like 1,200 people, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I'll get into my stories about the place here in a second. I kind of want to just do a little bit more deep dive. Everybody's always talking about the cemetery, man. Exact cause of death only was he was likely to spend the last year at the Florida State Hospital. All right, they're just kind of going through different grave sites. Yeah. All right, guys, are you ready to hear my story?
Yeah, man.
You guys still got a little bit of time? I know you said you got to get going.
Oh, I'm good. I got a little bit of time. I was just peeping the Wikipedia on this place too to see like what
Anything,
the show.
any stone left unturned, or they're just talking about how great it is?
Oh yeah, that it was just a beacon of public good and
It wasn't.
no, yeah, particularly this part where it said the patients at the hospital were thought to be no longer human and therefore many were abused and some even died.
Yo, what's up, Clarina Academy Wiki, or that's what it's
Uh,
called, or
yeah,
CT?
I just searched Clarenda and Clarenda Treatment Complex. The
Yeah.
page came up on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do. Oh my God, I've been looking at the wrong thing the whole time. I got to look up the CTC, brother. Oh, this is a business shit.
Here, I'll send you the link in the private chat.
Found it.
Yeah, you got it.
Built in 1884 in Southwest Iowa, was the third asylum in the state of Iowa. The original plan, blah 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 blah, was shut down and all patient services terminated. Clarendon Academy owned by Sequel Youth Services. What's up?
I just saw a ghost. A ghost just popped up on the screen.
Yeah, he was there and then he gone. Boom.
Wow, that was some shit.
That's scary. Description. Hey, Kirkbride. We got a person, Kirkbride, in here? No, we don't. Never mind. That's why I thought of Kirkbride. Kirkland. The Kirkbride is made of red brick. Yeah, okay. Much of the original woodwork and tile floors in the hospital have been kept.
Oh, Cash. Oh, thank God. There
What
was
up, buddy?
there was a ghost that popped up for a second. I
Oh,
was
shit. What up, Cashola?
terrified, but thank God you're here.
Can't hear you, bud. Turn your mic up a little bit.
For sure. How about that?
Maybe down a
Hell
little bit.
yeah.
Maybe you're talking over a little over everybody, so I couldn't hear you. How you doing, Cashola?
Doing okay, dog. I'm doing okay.
All right. The patients at the hospital were thought to be no longer human, and therefore many were abused, and some even died. The reasons for patient deaths were gruesome lobotomies, improper food and water, starvation, dehydration, abuse, surgeries, extreme climate, and various other forms of treatment. The former hospital grounds are now home to Clarendon Academy. No, they're fucking not.
It's crazy. There's places like this like all over the country too, man. Like
Yeah, no, this is just one where I don't know if they've turned every single one into a kid's residency, but that shit is crazy.
Population
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
like we got to do something with this big scary building. Let's abuse some children here while we can.
Fuck, man, I wish I could find the ghost stories.
I mean, based on what you told me alone, yeah, that place is fucking haunted.
Oh,
What the fuck, man? That's Willowbrook. Yeah, Mars just said it. Willowbrook was the one I remember hearing about. They said that's where like Cropsey was like killing kids and shit in New Jersey. But yeah, like just kind of like that, like one of those institutions where they just didn't know what to do with people, and instead of just like I don't know helping them or taking care of them, they just like let them suffer or beat the shit out of them or took advantage of them, you know, because people could get away with shit like that back in the day. I mean, they still do, but you know, probably even more back then. Like, fuck.
okay, so I found something that looks old as shit. Hold up. Let me bring it up, guys. Oh, I added to the stage. Oh, look at how old this thing is. Like,
Damn.
what the fuck are all these ads? Patch, the greatest summer song of the century. All right.
What?
I, for a fact, know that the tunnels in the old Clarenda mental facility are haunted. I had to do 6 month treatment program back in '85 at the place called the Quarterway Program. Consistently hearing people walk around, I always feel like something was watching me. There was a clear down at the end towards the back. Next to F6 was an empty unit called E6. I was allowed to go over there to play my guitar during a non-treatment hours. If you go out to the back door of E6 and down the steps, the sidewalk takes you straight past the laundry facility on over another building. I know exactly where the fuck he is talking about.
Oh, you click.
Yo, motherfucker. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
For sure.
Hello?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right.
Yo.
I thought you just clicked on a virus for 2 seconds.
I did not know. I was in there on the evening playing guitar, and I love the way the sound echoed off the walls as it was a big empty unit. All right, we don't give a fuck how your music sounds.
It's like one of those recipe articles. It's like, get to the ghost, motherfucker.
Just tell me about the ghost, bro.
Now he's talking about rubbing his hand and shit. I don't know about this one, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. He's rubbing one out with his guitar.
Yeah, there's a lot of viruses on
as his guitar gently weeps.
Well, he's just
Oh shit! Hold on.
all of a sudden the hair on my neck stood straight up, and I felt as if a slight breeze was blowing across my back. This is a sex fucking ghost story. I boogied open the door a little faster, reaching for the doorknob, twisted the knob, and the thing that door opened.
Twisting the knob.
Twisting it. Twisting that knob.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Cash.
My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking having a.
No, I fucking love it, man.
Having a rough day.
See, I don't know any of this. Look at this. Songs about terrifying things like love.
Yeah, I don't listen to any of these creepy ads on the side, yo.
That's the fucking AI ads.
Yeah, for real,
AI
man.
ads, 100%.
At first, I thought they had something to do with the ghost story. I'm like, wait, is it?
All right, here's different stories, right? Yeah, here's different stories here. This might be actually the forum that I was on when I was younger. I worked at Culinary Academy. The kids' rooms are in the MI building. Many kids and staff report seeing and hearing things. One night, I was going up the metal stairs, the side of the MI to the girls' dorm, and I heard a male voice say, "Good evening." There was no one there. Many other things happened. Objects moving, kids' voices. All right. My stories are like 50 million times better than this shit. Like, yeah. Yeah. Want to hear the greatest song of all time? Click my link. Anyway. Where'd lead go?
We lost the potato.
We lost the potato. So let me take you back. 2004. I was in Clarenda Academy, obviously. 14 months. Little shithead. Fuck. These stories. I've told them so many times, but they fuck me up every time. So when I first got there, we'll start with this one. I don't have to explain how Clarenda is built there because I've already showed you guys, but there's elevator shafts there. And in the dorm hallway, you're walking down the hallway, and when you go into the shaft, it's like a little box like before the shaft, where like you can like store stuff like you're like, if you're pushing a barrel or something, if you're pushing something out, like you can stop and like close the doors. So it's like a little thing right there, whatever, little chill area, if you want to call it that. But we were decorating for Halloween, and I was in that area, and there was like paper mache like covering the walkway into it, like to the floor, and we had like red paper mache over the light, so the light was like dark and like red in there, and it's like, fuck yeah, ghosts. And I had just gotten this place, so I had no fucking idea like what I was in store for. And I think this whatever this was knew I was excited about the ghostly happenings for Halloween. And I hear the elevator coming up, right? So there's a little window so you can see into the shaft, and when the elevator comes up, like you can see in the dropway, and when the elevator comes up, you can see into the elevator itself. What up, Potato?
Potato.
No, I was going to the bathroom.
All right. Anyway, mute yourself, Potato. I was where was I? I lost my train of thought because of fucking Potato.
You just got there, and
So the elevator was coming up the shaft. You know what I mean.
oh yeah,
You
oh yeah.
know what I mean. Anyway, so
References.
there was norms on campus, like you had to follow these norms, and if you didn't, there was like a disciplining system. Like, say I'm sitting there like picking my nose, right? I'm picking my nose on stream for you guys. NGS is walking and be like, Gunner. We call it like an escalation system. So that's called a friendly nonverbal. So you just be friendly with it and be like, Gunner.
Gunner, you're breaking the norms of the
Nope,
dorm.
nope, you can't say anything
Oh,
yet.
you don't even say anything?
That's the first level. You can't say anything. It's a friendly nonverbal. So you look at them friendly and you're just like, NGS. Like disappointed as shit.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
NGS, come on. And then the second one, like say you're still getting in there looking at me,
Digging
I'd be
for
like,
gold.
this is called a concern nonverbal. So I'd be like, NGS. Like really, I lived this for 14 months, bro.
Holy shit.
So we're talking like shoes untied, untucked shirts, facial hair, fucking hair long, like you would.
So they expected you to police each other.
Yeah.
With these, like,
Very rarely would a staff member come in, and well, that's bullshit. But so 3 is called a friendly verbal. So you don't have to say please, but you have to approach it friendly. Yeah, I'd be like, NGS, can you please practice good hygiene? Thank you. And if you like kept like doing it and like dancing at me or whatever, or
yeah, right.
biting your fingernails like you just did is a fucking no, motherfucker. Better. So let's just say you're biting your fingernails, and I'd be like,
Sure.
4 is like, NGS. You need NGS. You need to follow instructions first time. You need to practice good hygiene and stop interrupting the group. And see, you going like that afterwards is you shrugging off the intervention, bro.
Oh no.
I'm dead serious, bro. It's crazy that you did that. So I would have to be like, can I get some support? So Cash, fucking Lee, fucking whoever was in the room would hear. Just make sure it's not like too big where you're ganging up like 5 people around you, 6 people, and then Cash should come and be like, "Go on, NGS. I've seen you, man, doing this all day, man. You need to practice good hygiene. Follow instructions the first time."
I think he's holding out, dog.
And then Lee would be like, "I agree. Good hygiene on campus is one of the first rules we follow here. Practice good hygiene." And then I'd step in and I'd be like, "NGS, you need to practice good hygiene first time instructed. Thank you." And if you like keep brushing it off or whatever, we still confront you as a group or whatever. We still continue until like either A, a staff member steps in, or B, where I'm like, can I get some staff? Usually at that point, some staff is like there, right? And they will come in and they will grab you, look you in your first they'll get verbal with you. They'll get in your face, straight up nose to nose, like they're gonna fucking kiss you, and they'll tell you, you know where you at, boy? You know where the fuck you're at? No. You need it. No. And I've been in that. I was in that position like 3 times, I think. Each time afterwards, I fucking just shut the fuck up. But anyway,
I don't even want to itch my fucking face right now,
Bro,
buddy. I feel it.
when a staff member is in your face like that, you do not say nothing. You do not look away. You do not itch your hands or itch your sides, your hands to your side. And I've seen these staff verbals go on for a good hour sometimes, where they're just sitting there quiet, and the kid keeps like looking away, doing weird shit with his face, you know, to like,
dude,
to
that is abuse. That's crazy.
I'm not even at the part yet, bro.
I believe it, man. Holy.
So
Who takes
if you
that
go
job,
on from
too?
there, which usually kids stop there, but like the kids who would test the waters, then you'd get what is it, a physical, we'd call them the physicals or whatever. So the staff would grab you by the shoulders and then continue to do the verbal like dress down, but physically squeezing you. And from there you can guess, if you fucking continued that shit, you there's no mats. They wouldn't bring in mats. There's no such fucking thing as mats there. Like the place I was before that, I'd get restrained all the motherfucking time, dude, because they bring in a mat. I'd be like, this shit's fucking chill. They bring me like orange, they bring me like juice and shit while I'm getting restrained. I'd be like, hell yeah. That was the place before. This place, I watched a kid straight up get his tooth knocked out and like cry for his mom, and they still held him down.
It was me.
It might have been you, bro. It might have been. It might have been.
Jesus Christ.
Green something.
And you're like, yeah, that other place is a country club compared
and
to
bro,
this
you don't even
place.
understand. Like, you had to keep count of like how many kids were on the dorm with you. You had to know all their first and last names and where they were from, and you had to know who was on the dorm at all times. If somebody left that dorm, you better write it down on a fucking piece of paper. Motherfuckers would literally come around on you and say, what's count? And if you didn't know it by the top of your head, you better have it written down on a piece of fucking paper. Count. 29 out of 30. Steve is visiting Lincoln. Steve so-and-so from so-and-so is visiting Lincoln Hall. Fucking shoot me now, bro. It hurts me to even think of that shit.
Did you have to hit him with the sir or something? Like it was just, it wasn't like a military style,
no,
right?
sir. No, sirs. That was sarcastic. They took it as sarcasm if you said sir.
Shit
as fuck, bro. My first day there, I met one of the higher ups. He came up to me. Apparently he doesn't come up and like talk to like new kids or anything like that. He came up and talked to me. And I was like, hey, what's your name? And shook it. I love how the music stopped right there. Like, because the music stopped in the fucking hallway if there was fucking music playing. Like, my mentor, I'll never forget, Larry Keough. If you're out there, man, I miss you, dude. I hope you're doing okay. I bet you're in prison. Anyway, Larry Keough, he looked at Jim and he looked at me. He's like, I'll teach him right away. You have to like, hi, I'm Gunner so-and-so from so-and-so. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. That's introducing yourself. And you have to do it to every staff member you don't know. And staff member will come up to you and be like, what's my name? And if you don't know, you're in trouble. Like, you have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. When kids would run, like, bro, lockdown. Like, fucking lock down, bro. When, like, a kid would run from your dorm and everybody, like if there was, like, multiple runnings or something like that, I remember the whole dorm being in flip-flops and sweats, dude, for, like, a week. I'm talking, we're playing kickball. We're playing fucking football. And these motherfuckers are in flip-flops and sweats. Because when you run away, if you get caught and you come back, they put your ass in flip-flops and sweats. I'm going off on a rant right now. This has nothing to do with ghosts.
Holy
The ghosts of Gunner's past.
Anyway, the elevator's coming up. The elevator's coming up, right? But so I see it coming up, and I'm gonna wave, practice friendly norms. That's what I was at, like norms on campus. First norm on campus. friendly norm. You wave hi and say hi to everybody. Ask how their day's going. Elevator's coming up. I'm seeing the fucking window through the shaft. And before I can see the tip top head of anybody, which is weird because it got pretty far in there, like the fucking movie, I heard a fucking cable snap. It was really weird, like the like in a movie, and I the elevator dropped and started like doom, 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 like clunking down all the way downwards. And I'm sitting there like freaking out, thinking I've just witnessed, because I'm hearing people like scream and yell for help or whatever, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, my first month here, it's some bad shit's happening, right? And I go, like, I run out the fucking elevator shaft and I push open the paper mache, and Jeff, God bless his heart, he, like, you ever seen is it Deliverance with yep, French fried taters?
That is Sling Blade. Yeah.
Sling Blade. Yeah, just like that guy. just like him, like to the fucking T. I go running out. I fucking run through the paper mache. I look to my left. I look to my right. I'm like, Jeff, you fucking hear that? And I'll never fucking forget him. He was like putting up some kind of like Halloween posters, like a pumpkin or some shit. And he just like looked at me and was like, hear what? And he goes to putting the poster back up. I'm like, I go and I turn and I look into the elevator shaft, and there's the fucking door open, like swinging and shit, dude. Oh my god, dude, I hope you guys can see that right now. There's the door like swinging open, and I'm just like, welcome to Clarendon Academy. This is the shit you're gonna be. I told Jeff, like, I came out and I was like, because he was fairly new. I was like, yeah, that's what I experienced. He's like, oh man, stuff like that happens all the time here. He's like, you're just gonna have to get used to it. There's no like calling. There's no calling your mom and being like, get me out of this scary place because there's ghosts here. It's like, no, ghosts don't exist in the real world, right? Ghosts don't exist by law.
And you're not allowed to fucking even acknowledge them if you were, because the fucking
you're
people are gonna
lying.
get all up in your shit.
Because you're lying. You're just coming up with shit. I remember I was
mental. That's when they flip that switch. Like, oh, you have mental problems.
Okay.
I remember I was on like suicide watch or something. So like at night, a staff member would have to sit by your door and watch you, which they fucking hated. But I mean, I do give Clarendon Academy that, like, if you were on suicide watch, bro, you were watched. Like, you were going nowhere. But I was like, hey, can I go to the bathroom quick? And he's like, yeah. So I was like in this small ass room, and he was like not sat outside my room, but like there's a little ledge to like the TV, like the bay room where. Oh shit! The bay room anyway. What up, Jake? In the bay room in the TV area, he was like sitting there, kind of like watching it, but kind of like watching me at the same time. Bad move, by the way. I was sitting there, and I went to the bathroom, and then I come back, and there is my whole ass fucking dirty clothes bin on the floor. Like, I had like my week's worth of clothes. The next day was laundry day for me, and it was all on the fucking floor. And I went to him, and I was like, why did you dump my laundry on the floor? My laundry day's tomorrow. He's like, I didn't. And then we both came back there, and we went, and like the shit was moved to my bed. Like, at first it was on the floor, and then it was up on my bed. And it's just, I don't know, man. I can continue, bro. Like, shit just don't stop. I'll tell y'all the most unexplained thing that ever happened to me. Like, the scariest ghost story. I don't know if I said this on the stream the other night. Did I tell the ghost story the other night on the stream?
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
All right, this right here. This is my fucking favorite ghost story I have because it didn't happen to me, but I witnessed the whole thing go down. Like, oh my god, my nipples are hard. You know what's up if the nipples get hard, bro. Fuck, dog. Hold on, let me take this. All my stoners out there, thank you for tuning in. If you can, take a hit with me. We out here smoking. Shout out to my TSN family. Shout out to Juggalos. Whoop whoop. What up, Marius?
I need to take a hit. This shit is fucking me up, man.
What the fuck?
What just happened there? What was that? Did your light just go off and on?
My lamp went off and my fucking big light came on.
It's ghost time, man. We're bringing in the energy, bro. Don't worry. I'm the only one sleeping alone tonight. So, and I'm sleeping with the fucking ghost. So,
Nah, I wish I could say it was a ghost.
oh,
Thank you, babe.
it was the babe.
That was cool.
I saw your nipples get hard for a second.
Please.
The ultimate sign of fear. The stiff nips.
Anyway, take a hit with me if you're tuning out there. I got the dirty bong. Did you guys like the meme I sent to the group chat?
Yeah, that was funny.
You got a nugget you can get for me, bro?
I haven't opened anything today, but I'm going to. I will when we get off here. I'll check that shit.
Well, I'm glad you joined, homie. I'm glad you joined. Okay. Can I take another hit? I think I got enough for another hit. Hold on. If you're here with me, take another hit with me. Let me get a whoop whoop in the chat. We're taking 2 hits before I tell this
Whoop whoop.
masterful ghost story that. Damn, that is fucking weird. There's something here with me right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. But okay. So,
I might have to peace after this final ghost story, but I'm fucking ready to hear it because this shit has been riveting tonight. Lucas, you said it. Yeah, I was shocked, man. If you need some scared reaction faces, just clip them from this episode, dog. You got me with them tonight, man. This is fucking great.
well, we got a couple other segments we're going to run through too after you dip off. So I'd like you to tune in the chat if you can as also.
Yes, sir.
Some really weird shit that I was looking into. But so this is about like halfway through my stay there at Clarenda. What was happening at this point was something had happened with my mom where, hold on, I'm trying to fix the level of this shit. Something was happening with my mom where I wasn't able to talk to her that day. So I was talking to her that night on the phone, having a conversation with her. And what had happened was everybody else went to bed, even like the higher ups. And I was sitting there talking with my counselor, which rarely fucking happens there. Counselors 90% of the time didn't give a shit about you, but my counselor really cared about what I was going through at that time and really tried to help me. And I did the best I did while having that counselor there with me. But shout out to Joe. And Shanna. Shanna was cool. Cheyenne, I think it was. Yeah, because it was like Wyoming and Cheyenne, but they were both really cool. Anyway, so picture these dorms like you saw, and you saw how everything was layered, like stacked on top of each other with windows and whatever. If you're stacked on, if your dorm is stacked on top of another dorm, the dorm below you and above you looks exactly the same. Like there's almost no difference to it. Like the chill area, the office area, all the rooms, they're like set up just the same, except the top floor doesn't have a back room. it has like one room less. Anyway, so I'm sitting there talking with my counselor, and Austin, this guy who was a higher up like Eagle pledge or getting ready to get his Eagle status, comes out running out of his room screaming, fuck that. Well, okay, if you guys understand already what I told you, you're not going to be like saying fuck that. Either A, something big is happening, or B, you're getting in trouble. But this kid comes running out screaming, fuck that. I don't want to be in that room anymore. Fuck that. And the counselor's like, all right, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here. What the fuck's going on? And he's like, I was laying there getting ready for bed, and I'm hearing tapping. And I was thinking it was Lance tapping his foot like on his bed. So I get up, he said, I get up from my bed and I'm going to tell Lance to stop tapping his foot and go to bed because it's like fucking 11 o'clock. We got to be up at 6. It's 5 o'clock or whatever. And he said, I see somebody, like a silhouette of somebody standing in the window. We're on the second floor, by the way, or third. It might be the third floor. There's no and it's a big ass window that you can see like the outstretch of like the courtyard and shit. So come to think of it, yeah, it was on that left side. I could probably bring that picture up. Hold up. Yeah, let me find that. Ghost Part 1. Where is it? Fuck, why can't I find it? Dude, that was like the one thing I found the whole fucking time. I was searching for shit. I should have saved that picture.
That article that had the old-timey photo?
Yeah. Hold on. I think I can find it like this. I really need to save those fucking photos if I come across them.
These poor kids.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, if you type in Clarent Academy, like the only thing you're gonna find is sexual abuse against children, which is fucked up. Really fucked up.
Yeah, like everything is like, yeah, just what these poor fucking kids went through. Jesus.
There we go. I found it. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm getting fucking chills right now. All right, let me present this shit. Yeah, so it was around this area. Right around here somewhere. I'm thinking right here. Yeah, yep. It was right here.
Shit.
Exactly right there. So, wait, was it right there because it was the third? Because there was more floors. Yep, because we came out here. Yep, the first floor is right at the bottom. Second floor is right there. Third floor is right there. Yep. Boom, boom. Anyway, so he said he saw a man standing in his window right around that area. Right around, it had to have been there, or let me just double check over here quick. No, because that was the other cottages right here. And that was the back. Was that the back piece? Sorry, I'm talking to myself at this point.
You're good, but I mean, either way, we can still see though. There ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, somebody's standing.
Someone was just standing. They were like,
right here in this vicinity.
That's crazy.
So that's not the end. So this kid, they're like, okay, so you're gonna have to go back in your room. There's nothing we can do about it if you're scared of a little fucking ghost. People are scared of ghosts all the time here. We get it. Maybe it's a little bit more scarier because it's unexplainable and you feel like almost threatened. But he was like, all right, man. He's like, I'll go back in there, but if I see something in there again, I'm not staying in there. You're gonna move me rooms, whatever. They're like, all right, deal. He goes in there and like clockwork, not even a minute later, it couldn't have even been a minute later, all 4 kids who were staying in that room come running out of the room. And at that same exact time, I'll never forget, as soon as I see them all leave the room, the phone rings. And this is like around shift change. So there's like 4 or 5 staff there, right? The phone rings. So one staff member's calling these kids who are screaming, there's something in the room, outside the room. They get a phone call from the upstairs. Where is it? Right up here. And they get a phone call from below. Simultaneously, they had to put on a 3-way call and say, yo, the kids in room 9 are saying there's somebody at their window, tapping at their window, trying to get into their room. Simultaneously. So all the staff members got together. They left 2 staff here in our stuff. So every staff member from upstairs got 4 staff members and went outside and searched. Found nothing. So, and the kids, true to their word, the kid moved out the room, never went back there.
Fuck that, yo.
Some other kids went into that room. And they always, dude, I was always asking him, I was like, you see the window ghost? He's like, yep. See him almost every night.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking vampires and shit, man.
I know, like the first time I ever experienced sleep paralysis was there. Like I was like going, like getting ready for bed, like doing my bed shit, trying to take my cloth, wiping my face or whatever. I was doing something. I was sitting up, and I just remember like turning my head and looking and seeing I saw the tall man, like the dude in the hat
man,
the top hat, red eyes, the cloak, the long hair, and he was standing there and like he pointed at me, and I felt something on my chest, and I went down, and it had to have been the witch or whatever the fuck they say it is, or my mind or what. Something was whispering. I was trying to get up, trying to look up, trying to get up, and someone was whispering just like evil nothings into my ear, like you're gonna die here, I'm gonna kill you, you're breathing your last breath. Just what felt like all night. And like when the staff members would come in, they'd come in like I was in like the corner of the room here, so and like the rest of the room was on the like outside, so it's kind of like a P shape, and I was like in the corner. And when the staff would come into the room, I would literally see them walk by me and like point the flashlight everywhere but me, and like I was trying to scream, look at me, help me, and like nothing all night. It was like 3 or 4 times a staff member comes and doesn't look at me, and I just remember thinking this is gonna last forever. And that thought that this is gonna last forever, as soon as that hit my mind,
oh Jesus.
yo,
One of my best friends has sleep paralysis.
All right, there's a drunk guy outside.
Oh shit! You're scaring the
I heard
fuck
somebody
out of me.
scream something outside. I was like, hold up, I have to go check this out. But anyway, no, as soon as I'm sorry, my heart sunk. Dude, that scared the absolute fucking me. As soon as I saw like I was, as soon as I had that thought, like this is forever, this is it, I'm dead, this is what's happening, I saw staff member's hand not even come in. Like that's usually what they do, is like Joe would bang his shit, wake up, 5 o'clock, blah blah blah, 6 o'clock, blah blah blah, time to wake up and smell the piss or whatever. He literally puts his hand around the corner, flips the light on, 6 o'clock, time to wake up. I get up and I see all my roommates get up at the same time, like just we're all dripping in like cold sweat. And I forgot who said something, because nobody could say anything. And somebody said, did that happen to y'all? And we just didn't even say anything. Like, that's a dumb question to ask. Of fucking course. Like, duh. Bro, look at us. Yes, that happened to us. Yes, that all happened at the same time. It just evil, bad spirits live at this fucking place. Like, things that will latch onto you and take all of. I think there's something that still follows me from here. Like, there's no way you go and live in a place this evil, this haunted, this full of death, and not have something latch onto you. I was there for 12 months, bro, as a child. And if we're talking like demonic things and stuff like that, if you want to believe in stuff like that, what demons latch to the youth, bro. Like, they latch onto that shit. They want that shit, and it's there in abundance, and it's not going anywhere, and it just drains you and drains you. I'm talking like every corner you go, every corner you turn, there's a door slamming. There's something whispering in your ear. There's fucking footsteps somewhere. Nothing, like, you can never, ever not go a fucking day without getting scared to your fucking core. And some people are like, yeah, that'd be a cool place to live. It gets old, bro. It gets old and tiring, getting like scared every fucking day. Because as soon as you're experiencing something good, guess what? You got to deal with the fucking darkness at night. Every fucking night, you got to stare into the fucking abyss. What's out there? You have no fucking idea. You don't know. But guess what? People are making money off you. Because every kid they have there, they're making fucking like 10 grand. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's almost like it's set up to feed itself, almost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some dude who knows what spirituality is and how spirits can work and feed off of innocence and shit was like, yo, let's set up a fucking kid academy here. Maybe I'm digging too deep into the thought. Maybe, obviously, that's not how it was thought in the process, but
can you help me write this movie? Like, dude, I want to know, like, this. You're telling me all these stories, and I'm just like, fuck, man. There's a chance to actually tell like an important story, but also like a scary story.
Yeah. No,
this makes me want to write a movie.
No, this place is it, dude. Clarenda Academy's it, bro. Like, I never personally got sexually assaulted there or got beat up there by anybody, but I saw kids get beat up. Like, you know what I mean? And there was this kid, like, there was a guy, he was like homie, like they were obviously friends with, and one day, like, it was his counselor, and one day they were like, hey, you want to go down the tunnels with us? I was like, yeah, sure. And we went down the tunnels, we grabbed something, and we came up, and like he started like swearing. Like, I was like, oh, y'all are cool like that? And like that was like the first time I've ever heard somebody like swear with a staff member. And they were like getting lippy with each other, fucking around, and he grabbed Malik, I think it was, and like put him up against the wall. He's like, say another word like that, motherfucker, I'll fuck you up, like jokingly. And then like the kid was like, ah ha ha, yeah. Next day, I get woken up saying, Gunner, I need you to come in the office with me. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do? What did I do wrong? And I'm I go in there, and there's Malik. They're like, did so and so push Malik up against the wall like that? And this, and I'm like, well, yeah. Fucking yeah. I mean, I'm a little kid. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm not snitching for the homies. Obviously, this dude was telling on this staff member for abusing him, and I witnessed that. Like, their friendship got a little bit too friendly, if you feel me. But like, there was kids on these dorms where like there was a whole nother dorm set when I left that they were reopening called Kennedy, and it was meant strictly for kids who had Eagle status, like that you were a regular student, right? You had your regular student, and every week you were either positive, neutral, or negative depending on your actions the prior week. And for all like your credit you would build up, like I've seen kids get their pledge in 1 week. I've seen kids get their pledge after 5 weeks of being positive. I saw a kid get his pledge after 20 weeks of being positive. That was insane. But a certain amount of positives, I've seen a kid be neutral, get it, you become a pledge. So you write down all your interventions in there, all the stuff you're learning and blah, 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 and why you want to become an eagle. So your next step is an eagle. And then the next step is like dorm manager eagle. And then above that is like you're voted for like campus executive, or you're put in as campus executive. And then off the executives, you're voted vice president and president. So like there's a hierarchy. They built a dorm, or they put together a dorm for kids strictly with eagle status who had no staff watching over them. Staff would only come in 7 times a day, if that, 5 times a day in 24 hours. So these kids like were like fucking shit up on the dorm. Like, you know what I mean? Then the staff didn't give a shit because you're fucking making money. You know what I mean? Staff were bringing them in cigarettes.
They brought these kids in, and then they like could work their way up to be like
the corporate ladder.
It's like a corporate ladder. It's literally it's just like a corporate ladder, and it's fucked up, man, because it's so many kids like actually give a fuck about like wanted to like progress in this shit. Like me, like I wanted to graduate and get the fuck out of there, but
Sure.
the other kids, like I'm a short guy. I've always been short. This place taught me to like be pissed off at the world. Like, you know what I mean? Be pissed off and stand up for myself, or else you're gonna get walked all over. Because I was short, tiny, and introverted, and I didn't like make a lot of friends when I was younger. Like, yeah, I was like kind of the cool kid and like shit like that, but like I would get made fun of and shit like that. You know, I was finding a place to fit in because I was so tiny, you know. And I went there, and instantly people like started picking on me, making up stuff. Gunner, stop. Yeah, practice good hygiene or something like that. One time I had a kid turn around on me and be like, "Can I get some staff?" And I was just like, what, why? And then when I said that, the staff member grabbed me. And then later on, towards the end of my stay, the length of stay, I was like, so since you're leaving, can you I was with that staff member. I was like, can you finally admit that you lied about that? He was like, yeah, I lied about that. And I looked at the staff member. I was like, what can you do about that? He's like, nothing. Like one time, what was it? I was reading a letter from this girl I was talking to, and I must have had her like, because I would carry her picture in my pocket or whatever, and I went to take a shower, and somehow the picture, like, I'm older now. If I was jacking off in the fucking shower of Clarendon Academy, I would tell you guys I was jacking off in the shower of fucking Clarendon Academy. Bro, it's not that big of a deal. I'm 33. Like, this was 20 years ago. But somehow that picture of my girlfriend got found in the shower. I don't fucking know how. And they made fun of me relentlessly. Staff, kids, all that. Like, they were like just making fun of me, saying I was masturbating. I got in trouble for it, and I got the fucking picture taken away, thrown away. And like, it makes me want to cry now because of how much like they degraded me. They degraded me and shit. You know what I mean? Oh, playing with myself. Oh. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's funny. You really think that's funny saying that to a fucking 13-year-old kid? So all the other when you're trying to make all the other 13-year-old kids around laugh, like, yeah, the place was garbage, and it instilled a lot of bad things in me at a young age. I like to pretend that it was a place of learning for me, but it was really just a place of hatred.
Stepping stone, dog. It was a stepping stone to who you are now. It was a building block. You feel me?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
But like that, like I'm glad it's shut down. I'm glad it's closed, and I'm glad nobody ever has to deal with that. Couldn't play high school football.
So, would you
You're
like
not
to
wrong.
see the house I grew up in that was haunted as fuck?
Oh, you got it ready to go?
I got it pulled up, dog.
I'll bring it up, brother.
I got it pulled up. 104 6th Street, Kingston, Oklahoma. This was my room right here.
Damn. Can you scroll down a little bit? Bro, what?
With the music right now, yeah.
Like over here, right? Over here in this area, this was our pet cemetery. There's like hella dogs and cats buried over here. And if you go like right down in here, there's a fucking drop off that me and fucking Woozy, shout out Woozy, fucking dug this fucking pit, right? And it's just a big ass fucking chill spot. We put like tiki torches and shit down there. Like it was dope as fuck. And then we paved all of the step downs with bricks and shit. It was nice.
Hell yeah. What's
Hella scary.
what's some shit that what's something scary something that happened? I want to hear a story before I got a dip.
So
Oh, you're gonna say that about every story afterwards, brother.
August, right? August of 2008. The house sold, and we were getting ready to go like on a vacation thing to Six Flags, right? Well, what better way to celebrate the night before Six Flags than a bunch of blow?
I was gonna say masturbation.
So we're all up here in my bedroom and shit. We had like a TV set up on the other side of the room from this window, like a big couch right here up against this wall, and then a fucking recliner chair like right here in the corner of the room. And there was a fucking end table next to the recliner, like in between the fucking TV and where the recliner was, right? And we had like pop cans and shit, you know what I mean? And you can tell by looking at this house that there's probably some roaches in this motherfucker, and you wouldn't be wrong. There was definitely some roaches in that bitch. So we would set our pop cans on top of each other, you know what I mean? Like to keep any fucking dive bombers from getting in our fucking drink, right? And we're sitting there chilling and we're all fucked up, and then all of a sudden the can like starts moving on top of another can, and me and my cousin Bob both fucking see it. And Woozy's like, what? Because we both look at each other at the same time, all fucking eyes wide and shit, like what the fuck was that? And anyway, we tell him, that fucking cam was moving, dog, like crazy fucking moving, like spinning around a little bit and shit. And he was like, bullshit. It was probably just the carbonation from the can underneath it. That's what he was saying. No sooner did he say that, dog, and the fucking can that was on top went 90 fucking degrees, lifted up, went over again, and lifted back up. That's the story, dog. That's the fucking story. Nothing else weird happened that night. It was just that. You know what I mean?
That's pretty fucking weird, though, man. Jesus Christ.
So check it. When you walk in the front door, straight in front of the front door is the stairs, right? And our cousin Jody, his daughter, Lindsay, right? Fucking, she was little bitty when we lived in this house. And she used to say she was playing with Linda, right? So one day, like, back in fucking, 2007 or some shit, we're coming down the road, getting ready to pull into the driveway. And me and my cousin Jonna both fucking see this shit. It was like a fucking, like a little girl's head just barely fucking poking up right here out of this window. Like, you see all this paint and shit all over the window, right?
Yeah.
I fucking did that for a reason, dog. I painted those windows for a reason. So, like, this paint got scraped off over here on these ones, but I didn't want to. I never wanted to see that shit again. You know what I mean? Like pulling up to the house, I never wanted to see that shit again because I had to live in there. You know.
Fuck that, man.
But it was just a little girl, like, just her chin was just barely.
I'm sleeping
under
with
the
my
fucking
lights
window.
on tonight, guys. By the way, I'm just letting you know.
But yeah, this is the fucking
What up, Cash Money?
haunted 2-story
What up,
house I
EKO?
told you about.
That's fucking
EKO,
wild.
you might be the only one having a black screen right now. Try to reload your stuff. NGS, I know you said you had to go, but I was wondering if we could keep you around for one more segment.
Yeah, let's run it.
Honestly, I think you might truly be intrigued by this.
I'm curious.
So we can do something I'm a little versed on, or we can dive into something I have no clue about. You pick.
Let's walk into darkness together, brother.
Walk into darkness together. All right. The Hammersmith Ghost of 1804. This is there's one or two ghosts in history that are actually Cash. I'm gonna need you to pull this up for me if you can. There's two ghost cases in history that are actually blamed for murders. So I'm sure if you dig into some of this stuff, you will find that this is probably somebody who committed this murder and covered it up as a ghost. Or we could deep dive into it, and there might be some real shit that happened. There's two events that I have ready for this. There's this one, and then there's the Bell Witch Cave, which is officially stated as the only case in U.S. history, for sure, 100 in documents, marked down as a supernatural murder. So first we're going to look up what the Hammersmith was. So for those...
I'm intrigued.
1804. You want to make it a big so I can read it, brother?
Got you, dog. Got you.
Can you highlight it for me? I'll spotlight it. I'm in spotlight, motherfucker. There we go.
Spotlight. Yeah, I'm like highlighting the shit over here. I'm like, yeah, sure, for sure.
Fucking music. The Hammersmith ghost murder case of 1804 set a legal precedence in the UK regarding self-defense that someone could be held liable for their actions even if they were the consequence of a mistaken belief. Near the end of 1803, many people claimed to have seen or even been attacked by a ghost in the Hammersmith area of London. A ghost believed by locals to be the spirit of a suicide victim. On 3rd of January, wake of the reports shot on the 3rd of January, 1804, a 29-year-old excise officer named Francis Smith, a member of one of the armed patrols set up in the wake of the reports, shot and killed a bricklayer, Thomas Millwood, mistaking the white clothes of Millwood trade for a shrouded ghostly apparition. Smith was found guilty of murder and sent. I bet they knew each other. I bet they knew each other. I guarantee they knew each other.
This guy murdered a guy and was like, well, I thought he was a ghost.
And sentenced to death, later commuted to 1 year's labor. The issues surrounding the case were not settled for 180 years until a Court of Appeal decision in 1984. Scroll down a little bit.
That cop, that guy was fucking that cop's wife. That's what went down.
Oh, definitely.
From November 1803, a number of people in the Hammersmith area claimed to have seen someone have been attacked by a ghost. Local people said the ghost was of a man, blah, blah, blah. You already said that. The contemporary belief was the suicide victim could not be buried in consecrated ground as their souls would not be at rest. The apparition was described as being very tall and dressed in all white, but also said to wear a calfskin garment with horns and large glass eyes as at other times. Yo, what? Yo, I think people are just like blaming this thing for attacking.
Oh yeah, for sure, dog.
Totally.
Stories about the deaths circulate. Two women, one elderly and other pregnant, were reported to have been seized by the ghost in separate occasions while walking near the churchyard. They were apparently so frightened by both, they both died from a shock a few days afterwards.
Jesus. So this drunk bricklayer was assaulting people, and the cop decided to
Yeah,
to
no, that's
shoot
the whole
him.
thing. We're gonna find out if the bricklayer even really had anything to do with it. On the 29th of December, William Girdler, a night watchman, saw the ghost while near Beaver Lane and gave chase to the apparition. The apparition threw off its shroud and managed to escape. With London not having an organized police force at the time, as many people were very much frightened.
The ghost of Beaver Lane.
Several citizens formed armed patrols in the hope of apprehending the ghost. Holy
That's fucking
shit.
crazy.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Let's scroll down a little bit for me, Cash. He was wearing a normal white clothing of his trade.
It's the ghost. It's the fucking
ghost. Scroll down.
It sounds like some Scooby-Doo shit, dog.
For real.
You want to scroll down a little?
It's the ghost of Beaver Lane. We've got to kill him.
Scroll down. I want to see the verdict on this shit after Francis.
Well, wait, hold up. Scroll up really quick.
What do you want to know?
I saw some shit just to the top of this one. Yeah, right there. Smith was tried for willful murder. This is what caught me. The deceased's wife, Mrs. Fulbrick, stated that she had warned him to cover his white clothing with a greatcoat, as he had already been mistaken for the ghost on a previous occasion. Oh no!
Ah, shit! Honey, I told you to stop dressing like the ghost.
Wait, yeah. On Saturday evening, he and I were at home, for he lived with me. He said he had frightened two ladies and a gentleman who were coming along the terrace in a carriage, for that the man said he dared to say, "There goes the ghost." That he said he was no... Oh, wow, this is written in old-timey. That he said he was no more a ghost than he was, and asked him, using a bad word, did he want a punch to the head. I begged him to change his dress, Thomas, says I, as there is a piece of work about the ghost. And your clothes look white. Pray do put on your greatcoat that you might not run any danger. So this dude was scaring the shit out of people.
Scroll down a little bit.
Holy fuck, man. This poor dude.
Effect on
Let's keep it going. I'm sure there was some legal shit that I'm not interested in that happened here.
That's...
Oh,
They
no.
thought it was a ghost, but it was just this bricklayer who was like scaring people.
Yep, that's pretty much. I think we solved who the ghost really is. Just fucking pull the mask off. It's a dude shot.
It's
bricklayer.
Wait a minute, it's the bricklayer.
Oh fuck, guys! I think it wasn't a ghost all along.
Oh my god, 1804. Yeah, you could probably get away with that shit.
Well, was it a plumber? Was he? He wasn't a plumber, right? What was he?
No, he
A
was
bricklayer. That's what he was.
bricklayer.
He's a mason.
Now bring up the Bell Cave Witch.
I'm curious about this. I dig on witches and shit.
This is apparently the only U.S. court case that has been by the way, shout out to the upgrades here. Yo, what's up? We got a green screen here. You can't see it, but it's green.
I'm gonna feel so bad if this is
No,
just
honestly, I am in a haunted house. I think I've seen this somewhere. I think I've seen Ghost Hunters explore, not Ghost Hunters, but certain Ghost Hunters explore this. The Bell Witch Cave. NGS, you're a better reader than I am. Go ahead and read that for me, please.
Sure thing. The Bell Witch Cave is a karst cave located in Adams, Tennessee, near where the Bell Farm once stood. Hold on. This cave has been associated with the haunting of the Bell Witch, a period during which the Bell family was allegedly haunted by an entity now referred to as the Bell Witch. The cave is located on property once owned by the Bell family. Many believe that when the witch departed the family, she fled to the sanctuary of this cave. In the particular legend in which the cave is featured, young Betsy Bell and some of her friends had gone to explore the cave. While they were there, one of the boys crawled into a hole and became stuck.
Yo,
The
I gotta
boys
turn my
cried out.
light on, dude. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
A voice cried out, "I'll get him out." The boy felt hands grasping his feet, and he was pulled out of the hole. The supposed entity, still invisible, then gave the young explorers a lecture on reckless cave exploring. Holy shit.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
So
God.
it seems that this ghost is saving people.
Yeah, this witch was a good
Scroll up.
witch.
There's a bell. There's a Bell Witch thing if you scroll up. Down. Scroll down.
Right here.
Oh, right, yeah, right there too. Read it off, Mr. NGS.
Oh, shit, yeah. The Bell Witch or Bell Witch haunting is a legend from southern United States folklore centered on the 19th century Bell family of northwest Robertson County, Tennessee. Farmer John Bell Sr. resided with his family along the Red River in an area currently near the town of Adams. According to legend, from 1817 to 1821, his family and the local area came under attack by a mostly invisible entity that was able to speak, affect the physical environment, and shapeshift. Holy shit, this is right up my alley.
This is legally documented.
It's if that apparently it's affected multiple people. Some accounts record the spirit also to have been clairvoyant and capable of crossing long distances with superhuman speed, or of being in more than one place at one time. That's tight. In 1894, newspaper editor Martin V. Ingram published The Authenticated History of the Bell Witch. The book is widely regarded as the first full-length record of the legend and primary source for subsequent treatments. The individuals recorded in the work were known historical personalities. In modern times, some skeptics have regarded Ingram's efforts as a work of historical fiction or fraud. Other researchers consider Ingram's work as a nascent folklore study and an accurate reflection of belief in the region during the 19th century. While not a fundamental element of the original recorded legend, the Bell Witch Cave in the 20th century became a source of continuing interest and generation of lore. Contemporary artistic interpretations, such as in film and music, have expanded the reach of the legend beyond the regional confines of the southern United States.
So pretty much those. Let's read the synopsis. I'll make my statement afterwards.
In his book, An Authenticated
Are you still good to read? I don't want to make you read.
I enjoy reading. I love reading.
I appreciate you reading out loud. I feel like we're in school right now and the teacher's reading to me. I really
hell yeah.
Where's the picture book? Where's the picture book to show me the pictures?
Yeah, right.
Did you ever have a teacher who could read
hold it
and whoa, my lighter's green screen. So
hell yeah, that's tight.
Yeah,
when they could hold the book up and read it to the class.
Yeah, you'd be like, how do you have eyes in front of you? It's like I've read this 3-word book 50 million times.
Okay, I'm gonna derail for like 10 seconds. Okay, just to say, what kid were you? Were you the kid that laughed when the kid couldn't read, or were you the kid that felt bad when the kid couldn't read?
I just didn't care.
I felt bad.
It depends on who it was.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, you're right. Casey Guffey, fuck you.
Yeah, if the kid was an asshole, you were like, that's what you get. But
there was a kid, I'm sorry, Jason, that me and my friend in particularly, Storm, he used to bully the fuck out of him, and he moved to Alaska. Like, we looked him up on MySpace after like MySpace was a thing, and we looked him up, and yeah, he was in Alaska. Yeah, we bullied. I was a bully. I was a bully, but then I had other like I got bullied by like older people, and then I stopped being the bully.
I think I like when I was in class, it was just like, man, this is taking a while, and like you feel bad kind of. And the older I get too, I'm just like, yeah, that's a shame, man. It's like
I look back at it now. It's like, how the fuck could I bully other people when I was getting bullied daily?
yeah, for real, right?
Like I was obviously, it was like a down thing because I didn't have many friends. You know what I mean? And like the popular people like picked on me, and then I'd pick on like the lower kids than me, which were like the stinky kids.
Yeah, like me.
No, not you. I probably would have been cool with you, honestly.
I was really quiet, dog. I didn't talk much in school.
That was like my best friends type shit. Like the kids who were like loud and obnoxiously weird were the kids I would pick on. Like, hey, look at my booger. And the whole class would be like, ew. And I'd be like, yo. I'd be that kid who'd be like, yo, fuck this weirdo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, really get down on him. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
There's no room in the world for weird shit like that. But I like to eat them. Like, you know what I mean? Those kind of kids. I'm not justifying my bullying here, okay? I apologize. But they were fucking weird. Jason, you were weird. There goes Gunner. Gunner supports bullies. Go clip that. You know, I don't mind. You know what? If there's somebody bullying you, fucking punch them. Because maybe
that shit builds character, dog.
Yeah, that's what you need to do with your life. If you feel like you're being bullied too much, just punch them in the fucking face, dude. Tell him Gunner.
I remember I was a weird asshole, and then this one kid like smacked the shit out of me out of nowhere in a class once, and I was like, damn. That's fuck. That it set me straight a little bit. I was like, I should stop being so extra.
You were the kid eating his boogers out loud. Huh?
Hell no, that was definitely not my ass. No, I was a little shit in middle school, and then after that, I got better.
I was really bad when I first started smoking weed. Like I was that kid who would get high, and you would like not want to be around me because I'd be like bouncing off the walls, like doing wild ass like until one time one of my friends like I'm still cool with the guy, like he grabbed me and then fucking slapped me like shut the fuck up and sit down, and I was like okay.
How about that locker room, dog? You remember that shit, Gunner? Locker room?
Mm-mm.
No. Rush?
Huh?
Holy shit, dude. It came in like a you know, I don't condone the use of this shit, by the way, but it used to come in like a little brown vial, dog, and it had a marble in it, and you'd shake it up really good and like take the top off. They called it locker room. It's like ether, dog.
It's like poppers?
Ether.
Oh shit.
So you drink it, snort it?
Oh no, you sniff it. You sniff over the vial.
Oh, no.
Like,
I was just doing it in paint. I was just huffing paint, dog. Paint and air duster, and then
locker room was crazy, bro.
Dude,
crazy.
Even when they fucking made the air duster taste all funky, I was still doing that shit. I did air duster a long time. I huffed paint for a long time.
I can think about the taste like after you get through with the can of duster, you know what I mean?
What do you mean with the can? It's after the first fucking spray. Shit is wild, man. I've told this story before, man. Like, but my when I was huffing paint, I was like dangerous with it. I was like from when did I start huffing paint? I think I was like 15 or probably 16 years old, and I was doing a can a day until I was 18. So that's 2 years. I was doing a full can to myself. Sometimes I'd get a couple, like, you know what I mean? And if it was a real good night, I'd do 2. But like I would straight up huff these full cans of paint. Like I'm talking like there was nothing to waste. I would huff it all. And then they discontinued the multi-purpose gold spray paint, and I stopped huffing the spray paint. Like I had my mom, like there, like in Mankato, it's like 20 minutes away from me. There was a kid my age, 16 years old, 17 years old, died in an alley with the fucking paint can and a bag in his hand. Like, it was all over the fucking news. And or it was either that or air duster. And I was just like, and my mom was like crying. She was like, please stop this, please, please. And I was just like, no,
Absolutely,
not,
Rod.
no.
Absolutely.
And I'll never forget just like straight up looking at my mom and Ryan being like, no. You know, that shit had a hold on me at a real young age, dude. Like I was, it was bad. Like,
You say a can a day?
So
more, if not more.
Wow.
I was fucking air freshener, dog. That was me 100%. Like, I had certain ones that I liked better than others and all kinds of like, it was weird. It was a weird obsession, dog. And that was like my earliest signs of, motherfucker, you got a problem with substances. You know what I mean? I have a polyaddicted personality. Like, if I try something and I
You're cutting out,
enjoy it,
yeah.
oh shit. Am I still cutting out?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm super poly addicted, dog. You know what I mean? And mine was air freshener. Like, it got to the point where my mom would like hide that shit. You know what I mean? She didn't. She never
Your voice is
acknowledged.
lagging behind your camera. Just letting you know.
Oh shit. She never acknowledged that she knew what was going on, but like, I could tell she knew. You know what I mean? I could tell she knew what I was doing. Like, I would be in the bathroom for like hours at a fucking time, and we were going through fucking Glade spray like no tomorrow. It was bad, dog. It was bad.
Yeah, man. I mean, what were you gonna say, NGS though?
I don't know what I was gonna say.
About the can a day.
Huh?
You said-
Oh, just yeah. I just did. Was just yeah.
It's a lot.
I'm glad
it's
you're here.
It's a lot, and I can't believe I did it as a child. Like, you know what I mean? I was a young kid. You know what I mean? Like, I could have died. Like, I'm like, if there's certain things off of me, like, I vividly remember not having any sort of stutter prior, and you guys have seen it when we're in like group chats or even when we're streaming live. Like, I'll get like caught on a word and like not like but like a lot of it is like a lot of that's for me, you know what I mean? So I never had that. You know, I'll catch myself and I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you know, but
It's like stroking out on you and shit. Your whole brain.
and I
is
had that
stroking
happen
out.
to me at 16, you know, 17. I can remember when it first started happening, and I was like, well, I'm fucked for life. And I am. Never changed. Never got better.
Fuck. I know in my teens, the worst I got exposed to, like, as far as like inhalants wise, is, I mean, it's whippets. Not like that's like anything to just be like, oh yeah, it's just whippets, but it's like at an age when you shouldn't be doing whippets. You know,
I mean, Juggalos still.
Nobody should be doing whippets, but still.
I don't. That's strictly the reason why I don't huff at all, is because I know I that shit I will straight up get addicted to again.
Oh, dude, yeah, like a couple of those gatherings, like I think like 2019, the Indiana one, that was the last time I like was like doing a bunch of them at a festival. Like, here, give me 5 balloons and shit, and like I did a bunch, and I was just like, I don't feel good. Like, I was like, did I just get dosed or something? And like, I don't know, man. Those things, like, oh, you'll have great experiences, but then like, nah, man. The older I get, I'm just like, I'm good. Like, no hate. They're fun for like a cheap little.
No,
high.
I got a lot of friends who still do it. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
shit. I'm not gonna judge, man. Like, shit. It's you.
I know my limits.
Yeah, man. Like, I know I can get. I knew because that was one that I did when I was younger and in my 20s, when I could, like, when I had access to such, like, to the little things, you know, and a cracker. that's something I knew I could get lost in. And then I honestly started hanging out with people who were doing like way more than I ever even did. And it's just not a good look to be like fishing out when people are hanging out at a place. And I'm just like, is anybody worried about this? Like, should we help this fucking guy? Like, and these are like EDM cats. These aren't even like juggalos. It's like, I'm good on all that, man. Like, do your thing, have fun, just be safe, because it's not a good look, you know, like shit.
You know what we didn't do? We should finish that synopsis because I am
The
kind
bell-
of I'm kind of I am kind of intrigued about it. So
let's finish this up.
Okay, read the second paragraph. It starts with the second one.
Yeah. The haunting began sometime in 1817 when John Bell witnessed the apparition of a strange creature resembling a dog with the head of a rabbit. Bell fired at the animal, but it disappeared. John's son, Drew Bell, approached an unknown bird perched on a fence that flew off and was of extraordinary size. The daughter, Betsy, observed a girl in a green dress swinging from the limb of an oak tree. Dean, a slave belonging to the Bell family, reported being followed by a large black dog on evenings he visited his wife. Activity moved to the Bell household, with knocking heard along the door and walls. The family heard sounds of gnawing on the beds, invisible dogs fighting, and chains along the floor. About this time, John Bell began experiencing paralysis in his mouth. The phenomena grew in intensity as sheets were pulled from beds while the children slept. Soon the entity pulled hair and scratched the children, with particular emphasis on Betsy, who
This sounds like bullshit.
and stuck with pins. I hope these
Where's
slave
the
owners,
murder? Where's the fucking
slave
murder?
owners were getting theirs, and their slaves were just fucking with them. Like, fuck these people.
Yeah.
The Bells turned to family friend James Johnston for help after retiring for the evening at the Bell home. Oh shit, my bad. That was two different sentences. After retiring for the evening at the Bell home, Johnston was awakened that night by the same phenomena. That morning, he told John Bell it was a spirit, just like in the Bible. Soon, word of the haunting spread, with some traveling great distances to see the witch. The apparition began to speak out loud and was asked, "Who are you and what do you want?" And the voice answered feebly, "I am the spirit. I was once very happy, but have been disturbed." The spirit offered diverse explanations of why it had appeared, tying its origin to the disturbance of a Native American burial mound located on the property. Jesus, these people built it on a Native American burial ground too. Fuck.
Well, I gotta have some place where I can build my house.
A plantation of slaves. I gotta build it somewhere. And sent Drew Bell and Bennett Porter on an unproductive search for buried treasure. With the emergence of full conversations, the spirit repeated word for word 2 sermons given 13 miles apart at the same time. How the fuck did they figure that out back in the day? The entity was well acquainted with biblical text and appeared to enjoy religious arguments. As another amusement, the witch shared gossip about activities in other households, and at times appeared to leave for brief moments to visit homes after.
It just sounds like something a community could blame something on.
Dude, for real. John Johnston, the son of James, devised a test for the witch, something no one outside the family would know, asking the entity what his Dutch step-grandmother in North Carolina would say to the slaves if she thought they did something wrong. Oh no, I don't want to know what grandmother was going to say.
Oh God.
The witch replied with his grandmother's accent, "Hut tut, what has happened now?" In another account, an Englishman stopped to visit and offered to investigate. Upon remarking on his family overseas, the witch suddenly began to mimic his English parents. Again, in the early morning, the witch woke him to voices of his parents, worried as they had heard his voice as well. The Englishman quickly left that morning and later wrote to the Bell family that the entity had visited his family in England. He apologized for his skepticism. "I'll teach you limey." to not believe in this ghost of these slave owners are
I
telling
don't.
people.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
I was so excited about this, and now I hate
Me
this.
too.
I hate these people and their fucking witch. At times, the spirit displayed a form of kindness, especially towards Lucy, John Bell's wife, the most perfect woman to walk the earth. The witch would give Lucy fruit and sing hymns to her and show John Bell Jr. a measure of respect. Referring to John Bell Sr. as Old Jack, the witch claimed she intended to kill him and signaled this intention through curses, threats, and afflictions. The story climaxes, thank God, with the Bell patriarch being poisoned by the witch. Afterward, the entity interrupted the mourners by singing drinking songs.
What?
Damn, that's some shit. In 1821, as a result of the witch's entreatment, Betsy Bell called off her engagement to Joshua Gardner. Subsequently, the entity told the family it was going to leave, but return in 7 years in 1828. The witch returned on time to Lucy and her sons Richard and Joel with similar activities as before, but they chose not to encourage it, and the witch appeared to leave again. So when it came back with similar activities, it started gossiping about people and just talking shit. It was like, hey, what? This is what's going on.
Hey, you guys want to drink? Drink to me.
Yeah, for real.
The witch, the Bell Cave.
Didn't see in what she like just sent him on a treasure hunt and like lied about some shit. This ghost is like it's not very menacing. I mean, it did poison the person though. All right. Several accounts say that during his military career, Andrew Jackson, the bastard, was intrigued with the story, and his men were frightened away after traveling to investigate. In an independent oral tradition recorded in the vicinity of Panola County, Mississippi, the witch was the ghost of an unpleasant overseer John Bell murdered in North Carolina. Holy shit. So I think it was a racist fucking overseer slave ghost. Jesus. Or not a ghost of a slave, rather, but, you know, of the bastard overseers. In this tradition, the spirit falls in love with the central character, Mary, leading her to death. This account is reminiscent of vampire
novel, or
wait, yeah, we stepped into.
Yeah,
I guess these are just like the
book.
legends that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, written records. Scroll down. Keep scrolling.
So yeah, these slave owners murdered one of their overseers.
Okay, so
Hobgoblins and gray horses.
We can't. Okay, NGS. I know you got to get some sleep here, but we can't have you end on this, bro.
Okay, all right.
We cannot have you. Okay, I know this next one is for sure a fucking good story, because
All right.
when I was in Clarinda, I was only 15 miles from this house. Nope. The Villisca Axe Murder House. Have you ever heard of it?
I have heard of it recently because a YouTube channel I like, Red Letter Media, is doing like.
Yes. Did you look into it all?
I've only seen the first half of their 2-part thing on it. I haven't seen the second one where they actually get into the house, so I'm still fairly new to this story.
Myself and Cash, we did a little diving on our last Ghost stream about this, but it was so intriguing and enthralling. I would like our other audience to see this. So it's actually really good stuff. This is the story right here.
Yeah.
All right, scroll up, NGS, or Cash. Let NGS read the beginning.
The Villisca Axe murders occurred between the evening and early mornings of June 9th through 10th, 1912, in the town of Villisca, Iowa, in the United States. The 6 members of the Moore family and 2 guests were found bludgeoned in the Moore residence. All 8 victims, including 6 children, had severe head wounds from an axe. A lengthy investigation yielded several suspects, one of whom was tried twice. The first trial ended in a hung jury, and the second ended in an acquittal.
What What did we find out about this dog? I don't.
Just keep going into it. There's a name in the suspects that might ring a bell to me, and we can kind of dig into that.
Should I read the details?
Yes, sir. This shit is crazy.
The victims consisted of parents Josiah B., aged 43,
Yeah, you ain't gotta read everybody's names. That's crazy.
Yeah. These poor
So
people.
it was like fucking 8 deaths. It was like 3 kids and the rest adults.
6 of them kids. Yeah. An affluent family, the Moores were well known and well liked in their community. On June 9th, 1912, Mary Catherine Moore invited Ina May and Lena to spend the night at the Moore residence. Two friends that were children.
That's Gertrude, brother. You put some respect on Gertrude. R.I.P.
Gertrude. That evening, the visiting girls and the Moore family attended the Presbyterian church where they participated in the Children's Day program, which Sarah had coordinated. After the program ended at 9:30, the Moores and the Stillinger sisters walked to the Moores' house, arriving between 9:45 and 10 p.m. Damn, so they just had a nice night out at church. And now they're coming. All right. At 7 a.m.
Now they're coming.
The next day.
They're coming.
June 10th.
Coming.
They're coming. Mary Peckham, the Moore's neighbor. Mary Peckham, the Moore's neighbor, became concerned after she noticed that the family had not come out to do their morning chores. Peckham knocked on the Moore's door. When nobody answered, she tried to open the door and discovered that it was locked. Peckham let the Moore's chickens out and called Ross Moore, Josiah's brother. Like Peckham, Moore received no response when he knocked on the door and shouted. Ross unlocked the front door with his copy of the house key. While Peckham stood on the porch, Ross went into the parlor and opened the guest bedroom door, where he found Ina and Lena Stillinger's bodies on the bed. Jesus.
Yeah.
Moore immediately told Peckham to call Henry Hank Horton, Villisca's primary peace officer, who arrived shortly thereafter. Horton's search of the house revealed that the entire Moore family and the 2 Stillinger sisters had been bludgeoned to death. The murder weapon, an axe belonging to Josiah, was found in the guest room where the Stillinger sisters were found. Doctors concluded that the murders had taken place between midnight and 5 a.m. 2 spent cigarettes in the attic suggested that the killer or killers patiently waited. According to the official tour, there were no cigarettes. According to the official tour, there were no cigarettes found in the attic until the Moore family and the Stillinger guests were asleep. The killers began in the master bedroom where Josiah.
So they were up in the attic for how many hours again? It looked like it's ridiculous. So they broke into the house. These people wanted this done. Like it had to have been done.
They must have been targeted, or maybe they were just too fucking lunatic.
Keep reading, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Josiah received more blows from the axe than any other victim. His face had been cut.
Note that.
They specified his ass.
Oh yeah.
His face had been cut to such an extent that his eyes were missing. The ceiling in his room also had a gouge mark from when the murderer lifted the axe to murder him. They wanted his ass dead.
They took his eyes out specifically.
Fuck. The killer or killers used the blade of the axe on Sarah while using the blunt end on the rest of the victims. Jesus. They were bludgeoned in the head the same as the parents. These poor fucking kids. Afterwards, the murderer returned to the master bedroom to inflict more blows on the elder Moores, knocking over a shoe that had filled with blood before moving downstairs to the guest bedroom and killing Ina and Lena. Seemingly afterwards,
they were drugged. There's no way you're fucking bludgeoning somebody without them screaming. And how are you not waking up to that?
How do you kill that many people without
anybody like people in the guest bedroom? Yeah.
Seemingly afterwards, a 4-pound slab of bacon was taken out of the icebox and laid next to the axe. Investigators also found untouched food and bloody water during the search. After the search, people were let in to see if they could have committed the crime, completely contaminating the weapon.
What?
Investigators that all of the victims except for Lena Stillinger had been asleep when murdered. They thought that she was awake when tried to fight back, as she was found laying crosswise on the bed with a defensive wound on her arm. And yeah, they think that maybe he did some shit to her too. Over time, many suspects emerged, including Reverend George Kelly, Frank F. Jones, all these bullshit people. The
There's
first
one
trial,
in there somewhere.
Williams Mansfield, Loving Mitchell, Paul Mueller, and Henry Lee Moore, no relation. Kelly was tried twice for the murder. The first trial ended in a hung jury, while
Keeps
the
going down.
second ended in an acquittal. Andrew Sawyer, Reverend George Kelly, are any of these people?
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're skipping over names, and I can't see. Frank F. Jones, William Mansfield, Senator
Jones.
William Mansfield. Scroll up.
Jones.
Why are you scrolling down? William Mansfield. William Mansfield. Another theory was that Senator Jones hired William Insane. Not reading that. Mansfield.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, Senator Jones. Where's
Yeah.
Jones? Where's Senator
Right here,
Jones?
bro. This is him right here. This is what it was. This was the guy.
Yeah, because you had the same name as him. You're like, I promise it wasn't me. All right.
So you look into this guy and who he was, and
All
then
right.
you go look into Josiah,
Can we,
right?
like-
And
Oh my gosh, you're
everything.
going so fast. Okay, who
we
is
going,
F. We got to figure out for NGS quick. Who is F. Jones before you click? All right.
He's an American politician and businessman.
Frank Fernando Jones was a Villisca resident and
You
an,
want to move your mouse quick, brother?
an Iowa state senator. Josiah Moore had worked for Frank Jones at his implement store for many years before leaving to open his own store. Moore repeatedly took business away from Jones, or reportedly took business away from Jones, including a very successful John Deere dealership. Moore was rumored to have had a sexual affair with Jones's daughter-in-law, though no evidence supports this. Rumors and gossip. But they think because he took business away from him could have been one of the reasons.
Click on him quick. William,
What is
I
it?
think
Click
William,
on him.
I think William Mansfield was the murderer, the dude who murdered.
You said click on what real quick?
Frank Fernando Jones.
Got you, dog.
He was considered. Jones served on the Villisca City Council from 1904 to 1909. Jones served in the Iowa House of Representatives and was a Republican. Then he served the Iowa State Senate from 13 to 17. Jones also served on the Board of Education in 1940. He also wrote a book, Reminiscence of Events in the Life of F. Jones. I wouldn't mind taking a gander at that at some time.
I do gotta wrap it up though, y'all.
No, you're good. I'm sticking around here, but I wouldn't mind taking a gander at that sometime. So, with all this said, on your end, Mr. NGS, what have you learned today?
I've learned that the American mental health system was pretty fucked up. Those stories you told were pretty fucking crazy, but not in like a I don't believe it, but like in a that's just holy shit, mind-blowing stuff. Honestly, it kind of inspired me to want to write some shit, because that's a hell of a story, man.
Life is scary, man.
Yes,
I lived in a very, 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 very scary place. So, I mean, anytime I run into ghostly shit, it just kind of like literally nothing to me.
But yeah, this was a hell of a stream. Everybody had some good stories. I'm definitely in a spooky mood. I'm NGS. I'm Mr. Never Gonna Stop. Catch me this Sunday. I'll be opening for Hex. If you're following along, not that I'm posting it, but I'm watching a horror movie, 31 horror movies this month. I watched The Thing for day one because it's a classic.
The best horror movie.
It's fucking up there, man. And for today, I watched an old one that I'd never seen before called Black Sunday, also called The Mask of Satan. It's an old school black and white one. I still got to finish it a little bit, but it was pretty good. And my name is NGS.
Hey, please watch They Live for me.
Oh yeah, that's getting watched this month.
Thank
100%.
you.
It's been a while since I've seen They Live, and I definitely got to watch that. So I will catch y'all later. I am NGS for fucking life.
Peace out, NGS.
Peace out. Whoop whoop, y'all. Much love.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Put on a scary video, sir. Let's watch a ghost video.
Watch a ghost video.
I want to see something scary. I want to see something scary. I want to see it. I want to see a ghost go. Are you scared or what, dude? That'd be crazy if, like, you turn the corner and a ghost was right in your face and like, dude, are you scared or what? You fucking scared or what? Just tooth right in your face. You fucking scared or what, dude? Dude, you fucking
Scared, dog.
You look a little scared. You look a little terrified right now. Yeah, Cash, you look a little terrified right now. Whoop, whoop. What's up, everybody tuning in? We're gonna watch a motherfucking ghost video. Ooh, boo. You know, here's something. I have not looked at the chats because we were reading that. What up, Thomas? What up, Mars? Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate y'all.
It's like 45 minutes long.
No, just put on clips. Put on ghost clips. Not full as talk use. you want? We're gonna. All right, guys. It's time to sit down in class. The underground pulse session.
All right, which help me pick, dog.
What's that? Ghost caught on camera? What's that one?
Could be like some trolley shit or something.
Dude, I'm so scared.
Oh shit. Oh, boom.
Yo, if this is it, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Something that gotta happen.
Bob Levy and Beetlejuice visited a haunted prison.
Oh shit.
Dude, is that it? That's fucking it, dude.
Should we?
What?
Nah, that's not it. Is that it?
That's literally it. It's just ooh, scary. We could comment on some Nuke's top 5 videos. We just got to make sure.
Check it.
Give me 1 second. I got to use the restroom.
Got you, dog. Right, while we're waiting on Gunner. How y'all doing tonight, man? Chilling? Big chilling? You enjoying the ghost stories and shit?
Bing chilling. Bing chilling. Savanana bing chilling.
So this is for Astro Creeper, dog. And thank you for the content, Astro.
Oh, thank you for letting us know this. Fuck yeah.
Damn, man, he really is scaring me, dude.
I heard something. I thought that was you.
No, the Kenneth and I went back to check the noise and something grabbed my leg. The Kenneth is gone. And he went with me.
We gotta get out of here soon, man.
And he hasn't come back.
Right. What?
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure we don't get hit for content. Who do you think's the first? Who do you think's gonna be the first out of there?
Oh, B for sure.
You
For
think
sure,
Beetle?
B. Oh, he's out, dog. He's out.
I don't think he
he's
has
ready
the
right
capability
now.
to be out there first. I think Bob Levy pushes him out the way and gets out of there first.
Is that what goes down?
Possible.
Let's see. I think Bob's gonna hold it down. I don't know.
You think
though.
Bob holds it down? I don't think he's handled it. Bob, if you're watching this right now,
You
come
all right?
on, Bob, if
No,
you're
I'm
watching
not
this right
alright.
now, let's get you on the motherfucking show and make you throw up, bro. Come on, everybody. Next time, Out the Coffin is on, or Bob Levy's doing something, let him know to get on the Underground Pulse, dude. Tell him you want him on the Pulse.
It's fucking Bob Levy puking shit.
No, you want to sit down?
No, catching an heart attack, bro.
No, you're not.
How do you know? You don't know that.
Come on, let's have a cigarette.
Dog,
You take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Come on. We're fine. Let's go.
This is Kenneth.
That's just
Come
Kenneth.
on, man. Stop fucking around like that, dude. I'm serious, man.
McKinney
I'm
Manor's
really
bullshit.
scared.
I will never
Stop.
support it. I will
You want
not
to
watch
go have
it.
a quick cigarette? Huh?
Scaring me, dude. Seriously.
All right, Pete, you want to come and have a cigarette? You want to take a break?
Huh? Yeah.
Let's go have a cigarette. Come on. Come on. Let's go out in the front. What? Well, come on, just relax. You okay? What is he getting? He's only fucking around with the thing. Come on. We were in that haunted cell, and we got a little freaked out in there. And Beatles, like, he needs to relax because I had to go out and check on my car. I left my lights
bitched
on,
out.
and what happened? I don't know.
Beetle bitched out. Levy's thugging it. He's outside smoking
yeah,
a cigarette.
100%.
He's literally talking to him like a baby. He's like, "You want to go outside and smoke a cigarette?" Yeah, I'm scared. Come on, B. Come on, B.
What happened?
Could have had a heart attack in there, dude.
He doesn't like it. It's scary now.
Yeah, it looked a little scary, yeah.
Beetle,
I'm not staying in no room.
do you think we'll in that room until midnight?
Yes, you and him, not me.
Oh, you're not gonna do it?
No.
You had enough of this?
Yeah, I'm definitely have a heart.
What, that fucking, what scared you the most? Was it that cell? That last cell?
So, yeah, it scares me, yeah.
You don't want to go near that cell again, huh?
No. I'm really nervous right now, man.
Yeah? You see them, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you see?
I said one guy breathing on me, too.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
It's scary in there, huh?
So what do you think? You think Beetle really had somebody breathing on him and stuff? Probably, dog.
Honestly, he seems scared enough to where something might have happened.
Yeah, I'm sure he's tapped in on another level than what we are too. You know.
Well,
what
it's
I'm
not only that, but like,
saying?
dude's exposing himself that he's so fucking scared. The fucking entity will come to you, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch a Nuke's top 5 video.
It's a lot scarier than you thought it would be, right?
Yeah.
Watch a what?
Watch a Nuke's top 5 shit, and then we'll comment on it so we're not getting hit. Watch an older one, so it's something that's not recently in the algorithm. Videos. Nope, not popular. Not the most popular videos. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Going back.
Please never do that. Never play a video that has sounds like that with millions and millions of views. Like, don't do that. This is fine as long as we fucking pick one with a little bit lower count than. Is there anything under the 3? Yeah, there was one that's 2.6 right there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
The voice from the bushes. Doneen Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family. Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard. But they don't see anything there. What happens next is truly creepy. Doneen and her family all hear the same spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice.
Yo, dog. That gave me fucking chills up the back of my neck, homie. I see you. What the fuck, dog? Hell no.
So after each scary thing, let's give it a pause and comment on it, okay?
For sure, dog. Yeah, at that point, when I see you, I'm the fuck about that bitch. Hell no,
dude, you ain't gotta. Hey, I see. Yeah, get me the fuck up out of there.
Straight up.
He's coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal. And then things really start to get weird.
Oh, come out so I can see you. Come out. Come on. Come out.
Yo.
What the fuck, dog?
DJ. Come on up.
Pause it.
Hell no.
Why is this number 5? This is like some of the fucking.
This is the scariest shit I've seen this year, dog.
Like, even if it's fake and they got a girl underneath there saying or plastered on afterwards. Yo, this seems authentic as fuck, bro.
It feels authentic. Dog.
Yo, my nipples are hard.
Mine too, bro.
Ooh, that's we need to get a plaster where it's like hard nipple moment. It's just me going.
We need a up makes my nips hard t-shirts.
Yes, and then like nips, like the like you have to like somehow,
some like puff vinyl or something that makes nipples on it.
Dude.
Yeah, for
Yo,
sure.
Dubs in the chat if you want a fucking up makes my nips hard fucking shirt. Because up's supposed to make your nips hard. Get up. Get hard. Get up.
Oh, this is for toilet viewing, dog.
Come on.
For toilet views.
Hey, stop. What's wrong with you? What? What?
The creepy voice seems to mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the bushes. But believe it or not, the situation takes an even more terrifying turn.
Yo, I'm straight up not going to be able to sleep in my house tonight, bro.
Come on up. Why not? Yeah, come on up. Come on. Come on here. It's me.
Yo, I'm getting like chills on my legs.
Yo, dog.
Dog.
Yo, me too. in
My
like
whole
lines on
body.
the fucking shin bone on the
My
fucking
whole
outside.
body right now, dude, is literally fucking covered, dog.
This shit's wild.
This shit wild as fuck for sure.
Keep it rolling.
Just go grab that gun. No. Yeah, no problem.
Whatever is hiding in the bushes now asks, "Wanna play?"
Shut up.
And with that, the family has now just had enough. They call the local police to their house, and Doneen shows them the footage that she has recorded. Oh,
Just,
What do you think the cops say?
I don't know. But what I do know is I could go without hearing my hair fucking falling in. I could go without hearing Nuke saying, and then the voice said,
Wanna
"Wanna
play?"
play?" No. Thank you. Keep it running.
officers scout through the bushes looking for the threatening stranger. One of the officers also hears the raspy little voice mocking him. But even though he says the voice sounds right next to him, he says he didn't see anyone in the bushes. Doneen says that to this day, this disturbing event remains unexplained. Many video commenters believe that this could be
Yo, what did we just fucking read about a minute ago? The Bell Witch, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like that type of shit, like what was being explained in that shit.
Where God, okay.
some kind of creature roaming the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve.
Can you hear the music in the
What up?
background still?
Yeah.
It fucked me up. It scared the shit out of me for a second. Keep it running.
Roll it.
But what do you think this creepy voice could be? Hiding among the graves. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Savannah Escoto says that she had a very strange experience when she took her 4-year-old daughter Isabella to visit her brother's grave at the San Fernando Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
What is it? Come here. Why don't you go sit down over there?
Uh-oh. Cash, you're cutting out really, really, really bad. Is that me?
Is that us?
No, your internet is getting really, really bad.
Is it?
You're cutting really, really.
Is it better now?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Luke said the video replayed is frozen. Fuck you.
What's that? Behind the tree.
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says that she sees, quote, a girl shadow behind a tree in the cemetery and comes hurrying back to her mom. When Savannah turns her camera toward the tree, she catches what appears to be a face from behind the tree. The face seems to be translucent as cars passing on the road behind can be seen right through it. So is this the girl shadow that little Isabella was afraid of? Her mom, Savannah, isn't sure.
What do you think, dog? Do you think that was the little girl shadow that she was afraid of? Or was that just like some illusionary?
It's something there that, people can make faces out of anything, bro. I can make a face out of my fucking cigarette tobacco right there. Look, 2 eyes. Look, I see a face right there. 2 eyes and a mouth. Ooh, he's got a little mustache too. Like, you can make a face out of anything you see. So you got to come at me with a little more solid shit. And I know we were just freaking about a little voice saying, "Wanna play?" But that's like,
Yeah,
these are chilling and scary. Don't get me wrong, but just that one had a little bit more to it.
This creepy experience, and she has no idea who or what this is.
Okay, maybe.
Before we move on to the next video,
Okay,
if you
maybe.
see anything that you think should be
I don't know, dog. No, it was too big. You know what I mean? Like, think, like, you know what I'm saying? On scale, like that.
Yeah.
That was actually a really good part of the trunk of that tree, like the height of that head. I don't know. Just my.
Maybe just making excuses.
in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
The ghost that scared my mama.
Session. This next creepy video was shared on the popular Spanish language podcast Paranormal
All right,
by
make
guest
sure we're
and paranormal
pausing.
investigator Antonio Zamudio.
Yeah.
On the podcast, Antonio tells the story of Augusto, an 11-year-old boy who started behaving very oddly after buying a strange-looking doll at a garage sale. The little boy became obsessed with the toy, staying up all
Seen
night
this so
and
many
talking.
times.
Yeah. It's typical horror movie plot fucking shit.
The boy.
To the little doll after hearing unexplained
The doll was
doll,
possessed,
yeah,
y'all.
Was
telling you.
possessed.
voices in their house. Augusto's mother had had enough. She threw the doll away. But
And the doll came back.
mysteriously reappeared 3 days later at their home, lying at the foot of Augusto's bed. Paranormal investigator Antonio sets out to help the family and install several static cameras throughout the home. The doll is placed in the hallway just outside the little boy's bedroom as he goes to sleep. The static camera recording the hallway
Fuck this shit.
catches something downright chilling.
I don't give a fuck about this shit. That is so fucking fake, dog. That is so
TV
fucking
camera.
fake.
And then all hell breaks loose.
All right, here we go. There we go.
I think I've seen this one.
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre.
So, is that maybe like a stallion mare type situation where?
That's not a horse noise being made, is it?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, I'm
keep
pretty
it going.
sure it's this white horse.
No, I don't. Keep going. Nuke will explain what's going on.
The horse lingers at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mention that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here. And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind.
I mean, it is a horse.
Passenger.
Yeah, it is a horse for sure. Horses be doing crazy ass shit, dog.
Horses be horsing, bro.
For sure.
Horses do be horsing. Horsing. That's why they call it horsing around.
Horsing around, dog. Horsing around.
Horsing around.
Speaking of horses, what do you call the guy that's on the back of the horse? The passenger. Right? Would it be a passenger? It would be.
It would be the passenger. You're right. Good segue. I like it.
Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift.
Bullshit.
What happens next is something he'll never forget.
Bullshit.
She talked to him for 3 minutes and then she just disappeared.
Who's that on the side of the road?
Hold up. So let me get this straight. This dude has dash cam footage and nobody is about to get in his car and have a full-on conversation with him.
I don't know. Check it out.
Yep.
Oh, what? Okay, this is kind of creepy. What are you doing?
All right, now that's kind of wild, dog. You know, but in all fairness, there could have been someone outside of the car to open the door and close it before he took off. From that angle, you know what I mean? It's definitely possible for somebody to hide right there. Just saying.
All right, Cash.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think I want to finish this one. I want to see what happens. I think it just gave a ride to a ghost.
Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala?
You're froze out again, Cash. Okay, no, mine are good.
Scout ba yung sabi? May sumakay kanina, wala.
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there
You're freezing out,
He
Pat.
has disappeared.
I gotta do this on my end.
How bad? Oh yeah, for sure. Hella bad. My bad, dog.
Pretty fucking bad. Don't
Fucking
worry.
internet.
You're good, dude. It's getting to the point where like every minute you're like freezing out pretty bad. Oh shit! Where were you in the video? Because you're not on the Underground Pulse, are you?
No, I was 12, like 12 minutes.
What's the episode called?
Top 10 scary ghost videos for toilet viewing. Nukes.
Where were you at?
At 12:50. 12 minutes and 50 seconds.
I'll show you how it's really done, brother.
Do it.
There's no woman in his car. She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here?
I said I do remember, Mr.
You
Ed.
Stop 5-year Raul Garcia Ogando reached out to me about something that his son
The
caught
horse.
on camera while exploring an old mine in El Paso, Texas.
First off, you're never going to get me to go down in a hole like that. You are tripping balls if you think I'm going in a hole like that. Thank you. Unless you're sending me there for boot camp, then I have no choice.
Did you see it?
No.
As Raul's son pans the camera, someone or something can be seen hiding in the darkness.
That looks like it's holding a pail.
Or like holding a goat by its throat with a rope. You know what I mean? It kind of looks like that.
Of the cave. Raul explains in his email that he didn't see anything at the time and didn't notice the figure until they looked back at their videos later. So what is this?
Tripping.
Let me know.
Tripping.
Dude said, let me know. What is this? Let me know.
Reached out to me about a strange video recorded by his sister Grace during a trip to Morocco. Grace decides to take a video. It is truly bizarre.
This is the door going inside. And then this is going outside. We're now heading to the... Oh, there it is.
Watch the mirror. It's probably going to be in the mirror.
Oh, sorry.
A man appears out of nowhere, startling Grace so much that she apologizes for almost walking into him.
Oh, there it
What the
is.
fuck?
Oh, sorry.
Now here's where it gets weird. When taking a closer look at the footage, Grace and her husband can clearly be seen in the reflection of a mirror hanging on the wall. And
Yo, I'm about to get freaked the fuck out here, dog. Straight up, I'm about to get freaked the fuck out.
in front of them. But
Don't you have a
there's
mirror
no
like
man.
that right behind you, dog?
Right? No, it's right in front of me now.
Ooh.
Shut up, bro. I didn't even think about that till you brought it up. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Ooh.
Why you gotta be doing that, slut?
In a split second, the man appears right in front of her, standing quietly. Grace then turns towards the exit, and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror. But again, the standing man is not there. She turns around, and the man is gone. Now, finally, perhaps this is just normal camera blur, but when taking a close look at the man's face in the video, something just doesn't look quite right. But you
Kind of looks
decide
like a slender Mr. Clean, you know? Like I see some gray eyebrows and a bald head for sure.
So did Grace capture a paranormal event on camera? Could this be a so-called
Mr. Clean,
glitch
slender
in the
cousin,
Matrix?
Mr. Meth.
Either way, let me know what you think.
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
Your car's extended gen warranty.
Shishmala, Hishmala. That's like pray to the Lord or something like that. Bishmala, Bishmala.
Bishmillah.
Bishmala. It's like
Bish.
train.
I think it's Bish. Bishmillah.
Bishmala.
Like with the B. Yeah. I think it's Bishmillah. I'm not 100% on that.
Popular Jordanian paranormal investigator Hassan Barbar is exploring an abandoned location somewhere in the middle of nowhere when suddenly he hears the sound of his car alarm going off in the distance.
سيارتي بتزمر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Bishmala ala Rahim. Ala Rahim.
أخوان سيارتي بتزمر.
Now, obviously, Hassan wants to know what triggered the car alarm, and he heads back to check it out. What happens next was all captured live on Snapchat.
والله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
Literally, it's gonna be like boo or something's gonna move.
بسم الله الرحمن
That's so
الرحيم.
fake, bro.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Do you believe that shit?
كلمات
Do you believe that shit?
Nah.
الله التمات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم
He
الله.
literally said boo. Yeah.
Something jumps out at Hassan, absolutely scaring the shit out of him. He eventually regains his
Yo.
Fortunately for us,
you done lost your fucking card after playing that one. And 2, bro. That shit's obviously fake.
For sure. The
He's still
fucking
there.
the
Get the
number
fucking-
5 was fucking
like hella more
that was
scary,
the
bro.
one. That was the one.
Boy, Nikki
Number
works at
1 better
Ozone
be good.
Pizza, located in the old abandoned and restored Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola, Florida. The hospital was built way back in 1915, and except for the pizza restaurant, the large structure is mostly empty. It's said that the old hospital is haunted by former patients and the ghosts of nuns who worked there. It's 11:30 at night, and Nikki decides to go on a walk around the hospital with his coworkers after their shift. That's when the group spots something very creepy.
Oh my God! You see it? It had arms.
Grace, it had arms.
This is real shit.
No, those are arms.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a real person.
No, those are arms now. No, those are arms. No, those are arms.
What
Why
are
would you-
fucking arms?
Why would you put words there?
No. I don't care. Those are arms.
She has the gun hat on. I see it. That's fucking arms.
The building is completely empty, yet someone can be seen standing behind a window. The group freaks out and have no idea who or what it could be.
I got you.
I mean, yeah, but thanks for putting the words on there. We saw
Nicky and his friends believe that the creepy apparition might belong to one of the nuns who used to work in the hospital, woman who could be dressed in a nun's habit. But again, I ask, what do you think this is? You decide. The dark thing in the basement. TikTok user Will Graves is home alone when he starts to hear the disturbing sound of someone walking around in his basement. Now, Will believes his house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement. I swear, I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy.
Did you see it? I saw it.
Laundry room still has power, so it's kind of creepy. I don't know exactly
Watch
what
to the
it
right.
is, but
Did you
it's
see
kind
it?
of creepy.
No,
In the dark room.
Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the walk, I don't know exactly what
Right.
it is.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
Yeah, I saw it.
it's kind of creepy. Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening. Figures, shadows. So, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
So
Maybe some
obviously
tips
it's about to go down, right?
Advice
I'd hope so.
would help out. I can't really see anything, but there's no one in here.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
As Will walks downstairs into his basement,
That's his
someone
number
can be
one.
seen standing inside his bathtub, weirdly just facing the wall. When Will looks
What the
back into
fuck?
the bathroom about 30 seconds later,
Let's find
the
one more.
figure has completely disappeared.
When
Will says that he's done
looks
several
back in the bathroom about 30 seconds later, his friend had already ran upstairs. Now, come on, dog. Come on.
See? Don't move in there. No, there's a motorcycle.
Skinwalkers.
See? I don't see
No,
nothing there.
Confederates and Yankees
Can't be the
soldiers.
motorcycle, honey. There's nothing spot. You see what I'm saying?
What is that?
Tree.
No. You moved it, right? Right there.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
See it?
Apparitions.
Look.
Yeah, walking out the woods and shit. Oh, come on now. There's got to be something better than that, right?
What the fuck is that?
Nightmare Fuel?
Yo, dog.
This shit is fucking terrifying.
This shit creepy as fuck.
Give me a second to breathe. I heard a noise. Oh, okay. All right. That was it.
That's pretty funny.
That was pretty good.
What was that other one beside it though, with the person like looking over the banister on that staircase?
I'm trying to fucking make this work, but hey, what?
All right, Harry. Yes, sir. Take a blindfold off, please.
Hey, what the hell? Why? What the fuck? They're gone.
No.
Those are pretty creepy. Wait, hold on. I'll go to my recent.
Sorry. Take myself off camera real quick.
My grandpa being goofy. Oh yeah, I don't want to play any music. Ooh, we running late, boys.
2 o'clock, huh?
2 in the morning, and I'm probably gonna be up a little bit longer. But I think we got some good hours in.
Sure.
Wasn't necessarily the most successful stream we've ever had, but it was a fun one. I do enjoy these.
Oh yeah, dog.
These are
super
fun.
personal though. Like just having a few in the chat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to be a little more.
What I'm thinking is what we can do is we can look into more of these like supernatural ghost murder mysteries where people are all like claiming in like the 1800s. You can see I'm wearing shorts. People are all claiming in like the 1800s that these ghosts are killing people, and it's just really them killing each other or an excuse to be shitty or something like that. So
I think we need to look further into that one that we what was the first one?
The Hammerstein or something, the Hammersmith?
Hammersmith ghost, yeah.
Yeah. 1804, I think it was.
That sounds what all was dude involved in? You know what I mean? How big was his masonry company? How big was his bricklaying company? Did he own his own company, or did he work for somebody else? Did he have contracts?
That was the dude who was walking, that was the dude who was like walking on the streets, and then
yeah, and his wife told him to stop doing that because he was scaring people, and everybody was looking for the ghost anyways.
Ghosts and shit.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and scoot over.
We can see you. Now we can see you. Acha.
There we go.
So, and then we had my Academy stories once again. Then we had the Villisca Axe murders once again. Then we had the Bell Witch Cave. And then we had our own scariest experiences.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're excused, motherfucker.
There is no excuse for me, dog.
What do you think of the layout, though? What do you think of the intro?
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
It's pretty cool, right? I had the intro kind of rolling like the smoke does in the background, and I think we're going to keep this. I would like to keep ghosting it up. I would like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a good spot to like look up American lore, and we could even get into more than just ghosts, you know what I mean? It could be like a total fucking paranormal dive, like special series.
or even like murder machines with like cults and stuff like that.
For sure.
You know, things along those just things that
Clowns, dog. All the clowns across America a few years back. Do you remember that shit?
Stupid as fuck, man.
That
I was
shit
living
wild.
in St. Cloud, which is a bigger city in Minneapolis, and I would get off work at like anywhere from 10 at night to like 2 in the morning, and I had like a 3 mile. It would take me like an hour and a half to walk from where I worked, and I would walk every night, and then every night I'd look at the news to see the sightings and shit like that, and like I always thought I'd see one, but like it was all bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody tried dressing up like that or something. What put an end to it is somebody got fucked up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody got killed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
These dudes fucking killed the clown, yo.
Yeah. So, and then that just stopped it all. So there was never any like intrigue to me in it. I think it started with just a bunch of people making like fake videos, and then that got traction, so they started pranking other people, and then that got traction. So, and then other people from across the country saw that, and they're like, "Yo, I can." It's like, people who don't even do shit with the face on the internet. They just do shit to make people feel emotions, which is weird. You know what I mean? If you're gonna make people feel like I respect trolls more than that. Like you know what I mean? At least they're on like the internet doing shit instead of like trying to like kill people and shit. Like, or not kill people, but like instill like super duper fear. Except for like the trolls that Froggy told us about, but like you know what I mean? Like somebody with no like it can be considered the same thing. Somebody with no face coming at you, but that's physically. So I mean, get off my lawn if you're doing that through YouTube. You know what I mean? But anyway, is there anything left you have to say, Cash?
Man, so much, but so little time.
I'm glad. I'm glad you were on here, bro. I'm glad you decided to hop on. It always feels like it feels like we're lacking and missing something whenever you're not here. And yeah, dude, you're an integral part of the UP team.
Makes
might
me
I
feel
say. Huh?
very valued. Makes me feel very valued to hear that.
You are valued, bro. I mean, what more I gotta do? Suck a dick?
Nah, dog.
Oh. Nah, dude, you're great, man. You're great. You're great. You're good,
Yeah,
dude. And I appreciate you working with us.
Nothing to do with the podcast. What's going on? I just got,
Hey, life gets. Hey, I'm not saying it's anything to do
life.
with the podcast. I'm just telling you are appreciated just as much as I'm sure you appreciate me. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And I'm sure my spirits are super happy tonight, giving them all that energy. I gotta burn an incense and get all that negative energy out of here. And yeah, I hate doing that, but it's whatever.
This was fun.
Cool. I think this is something we're gonna do every week. I would like to do this every week. Maybe we just have different episodes of stuff that we do once a week. We got this. We got checking the pulse. We got the Juggalo stream. I like it a lot.
Maybe we could run with episodes on the thumbnails, but do like different parts of the paranormal streams.
We'll talk about it off the stream.
For sure.
Anyway, much love to you guys for tuning in. Thank you. We're on the way to get monetized. We're right there. We're less than 400 hours away. So keep pushing, keep trucking with the UP team, and I will see you guys on the flip side. You want to hit that button, Mr. Cash?
Got you, dog. Got you.